Might stand a lot. What have you done? Roll Call. I'm your host, John, the Smasher Madden. This week, General Disorder wins at the Windy City Wallop, but not before half the team is killed. We'll analyze their win in just a moment, but first, the Lucky Strykes are finally in Division 2, and they're taking on the Metroplex Mayhem in Dallas this week. This team has quickly risen in popularity and clearly in skill thanks to Coach Mudstone and his dwarven influence in how they play. The Metroplex, as you all know, is known for its difficult dungeons, and this season is no different. With 4 of the 5 teams that have already run it forced to withdraw due to mass injuries and death, will Frankie, Dawnbringer, Tiger, and Gentleman J be able to succeed where so many have failed? You know this J-Force member hopes so. We also have reports from Sir Thomas Brady Buck's first couple of practices, and they don't look good for this Division 3 transfer at all.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to X-Crawl. I'm Matt, and I'm going to be running the game today. And as always, I am joined by John, playing Gentleman J.
Hello.
We've got Greg playing Bengal Tiger.
Howdy.
Adam is playing Dawnbringer. Adam, did we lose you?
Hello.
Oh, there you are. And then
right here.
Rob is playing Frankie Faust.
Yo.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. So just a really quick recap. You guys are now in Division 2. Your first Division 2 game is in Dallas at the Metroplex Mayhem. You have prepared a little bit. The information has been coming out of the Metroplex that it is an exceptionally deadly combat. That's going to bother the heck out of me. What's going on? Sorry, there's just a hair floating. Okay, I got it. The combat is very deadly. Teams have been 5 out of the 6 teams that have gone through it have had to back out from injuries and death. So this one's a rough one as far as they're concerned. So there's been a little bit of forward knowledge that Mudstone has passed along to you. Basically, there are 8 turrets. They have to all be shut off. They may or may not target the other team. It is very random, but it seems to be heavily skewed towards the team coming in. So that would be you guys, the attackers, not the defenders. So the other team will be trying to stop you from getting into and shutting those down. But before we get into that, the Marv, surprisingly, has set up a team spot where you're going to go to 3 Flags over Texas, which is an amusement park. There's only 3 flags instead of 6.
Really?
6 Flags is named for all the 6 flags that have flown over Texas.
Oh.
Yeah, but in this world, there's only been 3 flags that have flown over Texas. Are you enjoying this so far?
No, I like that.
So you're going to an amusement park to do kind of an X-Crawl meet and greet. You guys have been given not a lot of money, but like enough, and you're going to be treated to VIPs, experiences, ride the rides, meet fans, just have a good day. So let's talk about what that day looks like. So this is probably 2 days before the actual first room of the dungeon. You guys are just kind of hanging out at 3 Flags. What does the day look like, Gentleman J?
So, Gentleman J, he's been a little discouraged lately. Like he still believes in the J Force and everything that it represents to all the people across the world. But he's just not sure he's doing enough for the environment. So that is why Gentleman J has been doing a lot of ads lately. We're all about recycling, and also he has pledged that he is going to do like at least 10% less waste in the dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah, he was told by his agent to say that. He's not sure personally how he's going to do that. He was aware he had anyways. But no, he's also spending his days kind of feeling a little bummed when he found out that apparently he's not considered super pious by the church. But he's sticking by his guns, and he's also doing a lot of like...
you're not allowed to use guns. That's the rule. Okay.
Sticking by his crossbows.
No, crossbow. It's hard to do this when you have a crossbow.
The proper answer was guns.
No, it's your finger J's.
That'll go over well in Texas.
Oh,
That's Eldridge Blast.
it has been suggested that while you're at Three Flags over Texas, that you ride the Giant, which turns out to be a giant that just like kind of pushes the roller coaster along like a child on like a toy.
Gentleman Jay is jealous that he doesn't have that.
So you're spending your time enjoying it.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you interacting with the fans? You giving them their time, riding rides with them, taking selfies?
You know what? There is no fan that does not get their own personalized 30 seconds with the Gentleman
I'm sorry,
Jay.
magic selfies, because this is a magic world.
Little floating iron stones.
Melfies.
Melfies, yeah. Okay, so can I get a charisma check from you again? Like we keep doing. Oh, you didn't get dice out?
No.
Oh
no, my dice are right here.
busted.
What do you mean busted? My dice are right here.
That's my job to forget, not yours.
Everybody else have dice out? Hint, hint,
Yep.
nudge?
Yep.
So it's just Gentleman J.
You're Gentleman Jay.
No, I'm not.
I'm great. I put my bag over my mics. That's why I was nodding my head so dramatically. All right, let's see how the day goes for Gentleman Jay.
Yeah.
Do I add anything to it or just roll the die?
It's your charisma modifier.
Ooh, then that's an 18.
Nice. So you spend some time with the fans. You ride some rides, eat some hot dogs, drink what would be overpriced sodas, but you're not paying for them, so who cares? But you have a couple of meals that are like on actual plates and not styrofoam that's going to be thrown away and that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, magical styrofoam, which is even worse for the environment.
I tried to think how.
It's got half-life on it. It's like radioactive, magic radioactivity. Yeah. Didn't think I'd come up with a way, did you?
No, I knew you could. There wasn't a dare.
Yeah, the day goes pretty well for you. You spend some time with the team. We'll get to what that part looks like a little bit more in here in a second. Bengal Tiger. What does your time at Three Flags over Texas look like?
So hopefully Howie was able to get in and do his agent thing, so we take over one of the little bodegas or restaurants, and we just serve Little John's pizzas. I'm there making pizzas, talking to the fans, probably for like an hour or so.
So real quick,
and
couple of questions, because Little John's, I assume Robin Hood is your mascot for that.
Mm-hmm.
we could do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And he takes pizza from the rich and gives it to the poor. That's gonna go for real
Possibly. We changed it from Little Joey's now to Little John, so yeah,
I
that
know
makes perfect sense.
It's like the Noid. He's the spokesman, but also the villain for some reason.
Yeah. Yes, perfect. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to ask that question. Yeah, you
Nope.
take over one of the pizza places, bring some of your workers down, and put out the official Bengal Tiger pizzas with
Yep.
your stripe, whatever it is. Who knows?
Just cheese sticks on a pizza.
That's it. But we'll do that for an hour or so and make sure the kitchen's up and running, people are enjoying themselves, and then go do whatever we need to do with the team. Or prior to that, if I have time, go ride rides, spend time with some of the J Force people, intermingle, and then just give the fan supports what they actually deserve.
Okay. Can you roll charisma for me as well?
I can. That is a straight 18, sir.
Perfect. Hey, you guys are doing pretty good. Yeah, you guys do quite a bit of rides, and you do your Melfies and interact with the fans. You're having a good time. It's a good day. The pizza sells out. That's how good of a
Good.
day it is. Um,
Excellent.
the people that are there are clearly there to meet X-Crawl players, and there are several other teams. We'll get into those here in just a minute, but you're having a good day. Dawnbringer, what does your day look like?
Much like the fellas, except I will make sure to ride on rides with a fan. I will pick several fans throughout the day and just give them a special experience, no charge,
Okay.
and especially focusing on the poorer kids, anyone who has a physical disability, anything like that.
Nice.
Yeah, can you give me a charisma check as well?
Absolutely. 13.
Okay. Yeah, you have a relatively good day. Things go pretty well. Um, when the team gets together, are you avoiding the team time as a whole?
No,
Okay, so you're good with being
no,
seen.
because it's a team event and I have to be there, or I'll let down the side.
Makes sense. Okay. Um, and Faust, Frankie, what's your day there look like?
I figure he probably is just sort of relaxing for most of it, just sort of hanging around, not really doing any rides or anything. But he probably has like a part of like the parade at the end or a show that he
Sure.
puts on like
Sure.
during
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you give me actually a performance check?
That is a 25.
Oh, okay.
It's one of my expertise skills.
Yeah, no, that's good. So yeah, you put on a concert, a full concert. They bring in a backup band, nobody you've ever played with before. Marv shows up and gives you a little more gusto.
hmm
If this is what you really wanted to do, like the demons or the devils are willing to let you do it occasionally
Yeah.
without giving you too much junk. It goes really well. The crowd's very excited. You kind of close out the night, and then the fireworks go off right afterwards. Before that, though, you spend your time going around. Everything seems pretty good, and you do meet a couple other teams. Nothing of note other than uh, towards the end of the day, the four of you are together, kind of signing at a table, and it's your time to be done at that table. Like this is one of you, like, oh, you're going to stop here for a couple hours. People are going to come to the table, sign stuff, and then you'll give up the table to another team.
Mhm.
General Disorder is the team that comes in. So General Disorder is led by a human, a pretty bulky human, uh, uh, clearly of African descent, and then he has a mohawk and wears kind of like his medals from all of his battles around his neck. It is very much for a like a visual for my players. This is Mr. T. So
I
General
was
T.
asking if he pitied a fool.
Yeah. Mr. T comes in. He has what seems like three guys that have never been anywhere with him. He doesn't have any interaction with them. Um, but also from like the news you guys have been seeing, like the general disorder's been going through a lot of flips to their
Roster.
team roster because of injuries and deaths. So this isn't unheard of, but you do know that they're all four former military and in jail for one reason or another.
I have to imagine it kind of looks like that picture of Jason Momoa dwarfing his bodyguards.
Yeah. It's like when Kevin Hart hangs out with The Rock.
So, out of curiosity, these people that are hanging out with him, they're part of the team.
They are the other team members. Yeah.
Is one like a face man and the other's like a mad dog?
No, I did not go nearly that far into this. No, they all seem like they're like cut from the military cloth. They hold themselves at a very rigid stance. They clearly are taking in the crowd in a threat assessment kind of way, but they just seem a little less seasoned than he is. He has some good interactions with the crowd as you're kind of walking away, but before you guys get too far, I need all of you to make perception checks. Hey, thank you, Shawn, for gifting that sub. I hope Matthew enjoys it, and we're glad that you could do that. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
There you go.
I can see all
Nice.
throughout the electromagnetic spectrum.
I've got a
Matt,
Go ahead.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Go ahead.
25.
Okay. What'd you get, Rob?
25.
22.
22. So let me guess. Bengal Tiger doesn't see anything.
I got a 14. We're okay.
I got a 4.
So as you guys are walking away, before he sits down, General T kind of like motions for one of you to come over to talk to him. Who's going to do that? And Bengal, you don't really see this, but
Yeah.
you'll get told in a minute.
Okay, whoever wants to speak with him, I am totally sorry because Gentleman Jay's pushing to the front of the line.
Well, he pulls you kind of off to the side away from the table.
Starstruck.
Yeah. He says he kind of like pats you on the shoulder. He says,
Uh-oh.
"I've been watching your matches. They've been going very well. You can take some hits, and I pity any fool that goes up against you." Like I wasn't gonna put that in there, guys.
You just hear across the room, Gentleman Jay is melting down with glee.
So with your natural 20, you caught that he wanted to talk to somebody. You also see that there are military handlers in the crowd that are kind of like blending in, but they're not blending in well enough for Gentleman Jay not to see him. Oh, hey, we're getting some advantage. So I'm guessing that everybody's going to get advantage, and we just haven't gotten to Frankie yet. That would be awkward if we were giving. There it is. Everybody but Frankie. Thank you again, Shawn. We appreciate it. So yeah, you can see his handlers, and they are from the way they're in their suits, their magic suits, because they are strapped, and I don't mean like handguns. I'm talking like submachine guns. He is technically a prisoner, and you know from your knowledge of X-Crawl that he is supposed to be earning his way out of prison by doing these. He has been doing this for a year and a half, which is a very long time. Most of his team has died over and over again. Like anybody that's been on the team, he's been the only one that's been consistent for that time frame. And he was not the first one on the team. That it had been running for about 6 months before that. You also know, just from the history, that he was arrested for treason, and it's unspecified what that treason was because it was considered danger to the emperor. So it's not discussed. And he just talks, and it seems like the interaction is going well. He's complimenting you guys on your wins, likes what he's seeing, gives you a couple of tips on how you can do a couple of things different, which isn't something you haven't heard from Mudstone. But like he's just generally having a little like shop talk with you, and then he's like, give me a hug, and just these big, like he's a big guy. You'd have to guess that he has a strength similar to what you have when you're wearing your magic belt. And he wraps his arms around you, pulls you in tight, and you hear him whisper, when we meet up in Indianapolis, that's going to be my next run. And I think I'm running at the same time as you. When we meet there, I want to talk to your team, and I want to do it privately in your locker room when you're done.
Okay, Mr. T.
Please act like everything is fine. And he pulls away, and he gives you a hard pat on the shoulder, which, it's good and hearty, like, exchange between the two of you. And then he says, well, got to get back over here and do some signing. You guys have a good day. And then he walks over and sits down, and the fans start coming up and getting stuff signed.
So you know that Randy Marsh, the character from South Park?
Yes.
You know that smile he gets when he's just really happy?
Yeah.
That is just what's on Gentleman Jay's face right now. He just walks back just smiling.
When Gentleman Jay gets pulled aside, I'm going to sort of arrange myself and ideally my teammates to sort of block off.
You got a 25 or a 22?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So everybody that succeeded well enough. There's not a ton you can do to block because they're kind of dispersed through the crowd.
Yeah.
But you can block enough, and his actions don't make it look like he's done anything.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do that before you mentioned the handlers. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
It'll be like trying to make shop talk with the other.
Yeah.
People on the team.
They actually haven't been through a crawl yet.
Yeah.
Which is bad since they're all Division 1. Because like you guys know you're not ready for Division 1. You've been doing really well, but Division 1 is brutal. So like this one, like I'm sure the four of you are a little concerned about Division 2, this first one in Division 2, but Division 1 is harsh.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's where you run into stuff like giants and really heavy magic users and stuff. So that's something to keep in mind. So you guys are you're kind of done for the day.
Oh, and by the way, after Jay snaps out of it, he tells them that.
Oh, sure.
Maybe once we're back at the locker room.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you guys have been given a nice kind of like floor of a smaller hotel. It's very tall, but not very big.
Mhm.
You've been given a floor to kind of you've got your Amos Armory group that comes with you, and then the coach has his own room. So you've got a solid floor for you and your support staff. Um, the couple of nights go uneventfully, just relaxing and prepping for the dungeon. Anything you guys want to do in the meantime? The Metroplex is still the Dallas Fort Worth area. It is huge.
Um, could we look up? Has General Disarray been through this run?
General Disorder.
General Disorder.
Yeah, he just he went through it a few months back. He was one of the first teams. He's the only team to have finished it.
Can we pull up footage from that?
It's unavailable while you are still waiting to go through.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not the New England Patriots. What?
No, he's still in Division 3.
Is there footage from the last crawl or not the last crawl, but last year's run where we could see maybe possibilities of what they've done?
Are you talking about the General Disorder, the team, or the
Metroplex Mayhem?
Yeah, you've got last season's footage.
Okay.
It's, totally different build, but it's still trap heavy and
Yeah.
still focused on complete a task while things are going bad.
Okay.
So like one of like last season, the last room was lava, walls of lava that closed in while fighting lava spirits, and all you had to do was climb a greased pole to get a bucket of water.
Okay.
And yeah, like this is a pretty rough it's a pretty rough dungeon that you're at. Like the Metroplex is known for being pretty heavy.
I'll review that footage and
Sure.
just again prep myself again. I know the coach did a lot of stuff, but just revamp myself.
Did Rob, were you looking for? Or, I'm sorry, Frankie, were you looking for footage of General Disorder?
I was just curious to see if we could see them do the run,
Okay.
but
Yeah, you can't get any footage from this run. There are a few other runs that you're outside of the season for that you could see,
mhm,
but nothing from this one.
yeah, he's probably just gonna try to spend the night relaxing.
Sure. So gentlemen, Jay or Dawnbringer, anything from you guys? Anything you want to do? Besides the night more
I
on-
am going to be looking up. I'm going to be looking into other crawls that are trap heavy like this one,
Okay.
and also ones that were like protect a guy while he does things to see how best I can serve
Yeah.
Bengal Tiger while I'm taking arrows to the chest for him tomorrow.
Well, I mean, you're going to be taking arrows to the armor. Whether or not it hits your chest, that's a whole other thing.
Also true.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's yeah, we're gonna hop over into the combat. You guys prep for the combat like normal, get ready, do your whole like your opening rituals, and I need initiative from all of you.
that die had two good rolls in it.
Oh, there goes my streak as well. I have a 7.
Weird. I'm maybe going first. I don't know. I rolled a 20.
I
No,
also got a 20.
Modified 20. Sorry, modified.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Well,
Oh,
I
you're going first then. My
guess
dex is probably lower.
guess
fair.
I shouldn't have mouthed off about you guys not going first.
But I like it when we go as a team.
Frankie?
8.
All right, let's sort this. Perfect. All right, so couple of things. We can all see the map here. There are 4 platforms across the top, 4 platforms across the bottom. Each one has a turret ballista. It does turn. I just like how uniform it looks this way. The ballista are up on a magically shielded platform, so you cannot mess with the actual ballista. They just have controls that are down on the ground that you can get to. All the walls, which are the black borders, are 10 foot tall, and they're not electrified so much as there is a current passing through them that makes it harder to climb. So you won't take any damage unless you fall, but it will make it very difficult to climb them. as in you're going to get disadvantage. Every one of the towers has an opening. That's where you can access the mechanical bits. As you can see, some of them are hard to get to, and require you to go down a hallway or something along those lines. On the far right side, you have adventurers, dungeon delvers, I guess is what we call them in this. There are 6 of them. You know. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to stop reading the chat because I'll get distracted and confused. It's nothing bad. Just there was a big thing that popped up and it caught my eye. There is a bugbear. He looks like a big brute of a guy. He is going to be. Oh no, no. There. He's going to be this guy. Nope. Yeah, there. There is a bard. This guy right here. There's an archer, like a straight like ranger. There. There is a monk, a hobgoblin monk. Here. A priest of Torm, and then a swashbuckler. So technically only one cast or 2 casters, and the rest are kind of physical. But their only thing they have to do is knock you guys out, which the turrets will help them do. So, I didn't even put the turrets in. Well, that's fine.
Are the walls see-through or are they solid?
The walls are solid.
Okay.
The crossbow or ballista up here.
Yeah.
That's an opening to it, right?
That's an opening to the mechanics of it.
Okay.
Like it's still up, let's say 10 feet.
Mhm.
So it's up high enough, and they have enough of a swivel that they can pretty much shoot anything. The only thing that would block would be walls right next to them.
Okay.
We got this. We're going to be good.
All right, so we'll start with Tiger, which is ironic since you're the one that has to do the work. Oh wait.
I assume that disarming them through like thieves' tools is probably going to be the most common thing. But can we just punch them real hard too?
When you get there, you can choose to try and do other things, and we will discuss that as we do it. Because I don't want to codify what you can and can't do right now until you give me ideas on what you want to do, and then I just decide what makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bengal Tiger, you're first up.
I'm gonna double click my heels and say God Wrench Tools, the boots that get you out of the muck, and double click and activate my Boots of Speed.
All right. Where are you headed?
I'll tell the boys. I'm gonna head south for the wall covering first, or to the right for the wall covering first, and then I'll run to the left and pick that.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that game?
Cool. Yeah, go for it. Move.
Okay.
Move yourself.
So I will move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 25.
I'm counting 25.
Yep. Plenty of room to get there.
Okay. Cool.
So that's my move. Since my speed is now doubled, I use my bonus action to get my boots. So I'm gonna spend my action trying to disable.
Sure.
Go Bengal Tiger.
So go ahead and roll your check.
And I think if I read it right, I have Dungeon Delve.
You do.
And that should give me, if I read it right, give me 1 second, I apologize. Actions in combat. Actually, I thought it gave me, that's a different thing I'm thinking of. Never mind. So that is a 17.
So the 17 will cause that one to shut down.
Okay.
And it seems to go offline.
Okay.
You still have the rest of your movement because you can take an action in the middle of it. That's 5th edition rules.
Yep. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I think that puts me to here to double back.
Sure. Sounds good.
I guess
Done.
I shouldn't give you.
No, go for it. What do you got?
I was gonna say you might want to stay behind cover because otherwise that one ballista can just shoot you.
Yeah, there's not a ton. Well, I guess you could. Well, ballistas won't shoot yet.
Okay.
So, Gentleman J.
All right, Gentleman J. You know what? You only live once. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's where I stop. I'm on the other side of the wall, not in the middle of it.
Okay.
So,
but you're like up against the wall.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
No, because he's keeping low. He's keeping it ready. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna have my crossbow out. This crossbow at this point is really beaten up because you can tell how many times he's dropped it and drawn his weapons.
Okay. Can I just make a statement for the team? My suggestion is going to be have primarily Bengal Tiger, but I'll also help with the turrets while you two try to run interference on the adventurers. Dawnbringer and Gentleman J.
Don't go too far at first because I need to get all of you in a 30-foot circle.
All right. Well, I can't move.
We'll go ahead and say you cast Bless. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna penalize you guys.
Temporary hit points for everyone.
Yay!
How many? 5?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the extra D4?
Oh no, that was I cast Aid and Aid is the 8-hour one.
Okay.
And Bless, I will give. I'm gonna spend a slot so we get 10 hit points and everybody gets the D4.
Okay.
Nice.
While you're at it, can we check out what our mojo is?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your mojo's 8. I already rolled it.
Oh, sweet.
So like pretty solid. Perfect. So Bard. The Bard takes an action to cast a spell of invisibility, and then moves here. Priest. Priest will also move here. Oh, I did not prepare for that. That's okay. That'll work. Oh, it's a premium asset. Fantastic. Never mind. We'll just worry about that later. The priest casts a magic weapon, which we're just going to do that. And this is a magic weapon, which we will mark accordingly. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we just know that the little wrenchy thing is his magic weapon. And then he's going to have it move to here.
Oh, I recall those are really bad.
Bad isn't good, I know.
Like the power glove.
He's going to dash.
In this timeline, the power glove is still around.
It's so bad.
Swashbuckler moves there.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, The archer is going.
Jay, that just gets them to us faster.
Oh, perfect. The archer teleports up on top of this wall. It's actually on. Well, we'll put him on top of that wall, and then is going to fire an arrow at. We'll go ahead and say he's firing an arrow at Tiger.
No.
Does a 15 hit you?
No, it misses by 1.
That's what I figured. Cool. The monk, I would tell you what he does, but he's invisible.
Oh, whoa! Is he a Path of Shadow monk?
No. The bard cast invisibility on him.
Oh, I like Path of Shadow.
Uh-oh.
Shadow Dancer.
So and then
Crap.
well, you don't know it. Like you are unaware of that fact.
Ah, okay.
Crap.
I'm just gonna hand this crossbow to just this handy invisible assistant that's next to me.
Faust.
All right. Frankie is going to pop his cat, like Grace, I think's the name of it, or something
Sure.
to that effect.
Yeah. Your speed.
Yeah.
Your zoomies.
Yeah. He gets the zoomies. He's going to move here.
Scratch.
And he is going to attempt to break the controls.
All right. So how would you like to try and break the controls? You're just gonna pound on them?
How do they look?
Gears and knobs and pulleys that you're not super familiar with this kind of thing.
Mhm.
Is everybody else hearing that?
The booping?
Yeah.
Adam, I think it's
From
coming
Adam.
from you.
Adam, you're booping.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of things you could do here, but if you just want to beat on it, that may or may not work.
I'm gonna try to cast Thunder Wave on it, hoping some sonic
Ooh.
damage will.
Sure.
Nice.
Sure. Let's.
So yeah, he points the tip of the guitar at it. Actually, gonna bring the aperture of the guitar, points it forward, and basically when he strums, it just creates a shock wave of energy in front of him.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your 2d8.
I'm hoping it has a very low constitution.
What's your DC?
15, 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so that would be 12 damage.
Perfect. 12 damage.
I was hoping that the pushing or the
Yeah, it actually saved. I rolled really well.
okay.
So the mechanics on the inside seem to be damaged, but not damaged thoroughly. It is a pretty sturdy thing. The area spell was probably a good idea. Actually, roll tactics.
Tactics. Not that one. That one rolled low. All right, that would be a 17.
So you realize that the area spell effect is more what hurt it than the actual spell. Like you got a bigger area in it.
Okay.
However, it seems sturdy, as in it saved. The only other thing you can tell is that a directed like a very directed spell is going to do less unless you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be as helpful. So that one is still active, but it is damaged.
Okay.
Which will give it disadvantage on its attacks here in a second.
And I will continue my movement
Mm-hmm.
to pop there.
Fantastic. Dawnbringer.
Go Dawnbringer.
Yes. Yes.
It's your turn.
I know. I was see if you guys heard me.
Yeah. We can.
Yes.
Okay. So the top north cannon and the south cannon are both out.
The south cannon is out. The top north cannon is damaged, but it's not out. It will still be firing here in a moment.
Then I will go to that one. And I will attempt to disassemble it with multiple hammer blows.
Okay, go for it.
Going for the edges of the ropes and pulleys and everything.
Sure.
Okay. So that's a 15.
That'll hit.
Good.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Of course. I got a 4. And since I moved, I do not get a second attack, I don't think, do I?
Yeah, you absolutely do.
Oh, perfect. It's one thing I keep forgetting between systems. Trying it again. That's 22. That definitely hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits. One day I'm going to make a monster that you only hit on low rolls. I'm just going to watch you guys.
And that's total between both attacks of 11 damage.
Okay, yeah. You hit it hard enough.
Look at the.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
He will look at the cameras and go, Chauncey's chow with the lucas and the lettuce.
You hit it hard enough that with that second blow that you snap something important, and you hear some clanging, and then gears start to fall around you. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh boy. 20. Not a
Fantastic.
natural.
You
Dirty.
you dive out of the way as gears come like falling out and around you. This is what's going to happen if you attack them physically. You're going to break things, and it's going to fall and potentially hurt you guys. So just keep that in mind.
I'm not ticklish.
Not necessarily the worst idea, but it's a thing. So is that everything for you?
That's all for me.
Perfect. Top of the round before Tiger goes, we're gonna have some bows attack or some turrets attack. So Frankie, the one you're at, is going to actually lift up and point down and fire at you. Does a 23 hit you?
Yep.
Cool. You're gonna take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Eats right through your temp, though.
I need sorry. Frankie, I need you to no, that won't work. Dawnbringer, I need you to make a let's say a charisma check.
A charisma check or save?
Say, let's call it a save. That's fine.
I got a 1.
Ooh. So that the next one at the top is going to definitely fire on you. Does a 22 hit you? Does it?
Just barely, but yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. 15 damage.
Okay, thank you.
The next one is definitely going to fire on the priest.
Oh, and you need to make a concentration check.
Yes, you will need to make that check.
Yeah.
So it'll be it's a con save.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
DC 15.
DC 15, yeah.
Or,
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
or I
great.
think half the damage, whichever's higher.
Yeah. Down here, can't see. Gentleman J, I need you to make a charisma save.
Oh, that is a
69 out of 74 points.
That is a failure, but the turret leans up and fires at you and doesn't hit.
Okay.
The next one is gonna fire at Tiger.
Okay.
22 hits.
That hits.
For 11 damage. And then the last one is going to fire at the bugbear, and it doesn't hit. So, gentlemen, or Tiger, it's your turn.
I'll yelp to Dawnbringer. I think the other priest is headed your way. Watch my 6. And then I'm gonna run. Then I'm gonna run by Frankie. Frankie, I'm going on the, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So when I get there, Frankie, are you on this side of the wall?
That's Gentleman J.
Or Gentleman J, are you on this side or the other side?
I am on the north side.
Okay.
Oh, so
This side.
oh, but that monk's invisible.
That monk is definitely
invisible.
I don't see that monk.
I'll yell. I'm coming around on the south end.
All right.
Just to kind of pinpoint with you.
Got your back.
30, 35, 40, 40. So 45. Then I run into him.
Yeah. So yeah, it won't matter until you run past him. So go ahead and keep moving.
Okay. Bam.
It's a very agreeable monk.
Yeah, he's going to let you get past.
Does he give you a high
60
five?
would be here.
So when you move past him,
can I juke and use a bonus action to disengage?
you would have to know he's there to disengage.
Fair enough.
So he strikes out at you. Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit.
Cool. That's 7 damage. As you feel as you're kind of moving past, you feel like a blow to your hip out of literally nowhere, and this monk appears next to you. Which, Gentleman J, you see, like this monk wasn't there, and now as Tiger has moved through that area, the monk gave him a good hit, and what else was there? Anything else you wanted? That was the end of your movement, wasn't it, Tiger?
That was the end of my movement, so I'm gonna have to. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say.
Get him, Jay.
What were you going to say?
Yeah. I'm gonna double move and finish my turn here, so I'm prepped and ready to go for next turn.
You could actually use your cunning action to do a dash with your bonus.
Yeah,
because you can dash, hide, or disengage.
Yeah, so you can actually still use your action to try and disengage or disable it.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that then.
What? So real quick, what are you rolling to disable this? Just curious.
I'm rolling proficiency with the toolkit,
Okay.
intelligence based.
Okay, let's have you use dexterity instead.
Okay, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's an 11 plus the 6 from dexterity, so that will be
that'll do it.
18, 17.
17. Yeah, that does it. You disable that tower, not without a problem. Gentleman J, it is your turn.
Okay. Just a quick reminder of how the rules work. If I just drop the crossbow, I can draw one weapon using my bonus action.
I just draw the weapons. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. So
Rule of cool.
What?
Is it possible that Gentleman Jay would have noticed our rogue being punched in the back of the head out of nowhere?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I said that.
Okay.
Yeah. He's aware, and the monk is now visible because once he makes an attack, he becomes visible. You're good. No, yeah.
Yes,
So you
D45.
go over. Go ahead and are you gonna pick your battle?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Pick my battle
With your picks.
Ah, okay. No, so pretty much dramatically drops the crossbow, which off camera misfires and hopefully doesn't shoot an extra.
We actually just got one more mojo for the pool.
Ooh.
Sweet.
So
Drawing
tossed
both
in there.
weapons, making them arc. I imagine sparks come out.
Yeah,
of them
yeah,
because they're
yeah.
Magic now.
It's like a rainbow of lightning.
And then I'm running forward, anime style. Oh, yeah, I can't believe I did that. And all right,
Do you scream parkour and jump off the wall?
Yes, flying parkour, right hammer strike.
Naruto run yelling,
Or big
believe
strike.
it.
Here comes the first one. All right, here comes the lightning. That is 17
That it?
for, where's my D8? There's my D8. D8 plus 9, lightning damage. Hey, good thing I took that piercer feat because I get to reroll that. Ugh. Oh, that's a lot better. That is 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Of lightning damage. And then here comes the thunder.
Okay.
Thunder attack. That is a 22
Yeah, that definitely hits.
for 12. Bonus action attack. Lightning again.
Okay.
And this one I'm arcing more towards their foot. Try to
Sure.
hit him in the leg. Try
So-
to shock him.
Technically, and I'm just letting you know this, technically both of your main attacks come from lightning, and then your offhand attack is for your bonuses. But I don't care. Those are the rules, but you describe it how you want to describe it. I don't care.
16. Does that hit?
Yeah.
All right. Boom. Oh, that's not so great. That's 11.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend my once per battle free attack for action surge.
Okay. Which will let you attack twice.
Oh, I
It gives you another attack action, and actions you attack twice.
Ooh.
That is them's
Give
the
them-
rules. That's what fighters get nasty at higher levels because then they make a ton of attacks on action surge.
Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
He's a monk.
And I've been forgetting my superiority dice. Dang
Too
it.
bad.
I know, but I'm going to use one of them now. So it's 2d8. First one. No, that's 2. That's not so great. And that is a 5. So that's 7. That is 16.
No, I hope you didn't want to attack it again.
Take that, monk. And then as the monk falls, I'm just going to look at the camera and I'm just going to be like, I've got the forces of hell on my side. Humanoid Equality League.
Oh,
Moving on.
You want to roll your grandstanding for
That's a 19.
There you go.
Positive.
So that
was-
puts us at 10 in the mojo pool. We've got some serious mojo going.
Yep. I
That's
was gonna say
awesome.
monk. More like bunk.
After Gentleman J is the bard. Where'd the bard go? There's the bard. That's perfect. I like where the bard's at. I don't remember what I was doing with the
I
bard.
just imagine this epic like kung fu fight, but I just nail him right in the face.
Gentleman J puts down another clothy.
Oh yeah,
It's
taking
like
on
a-
holy men. Wait, this isn't going to look good for Dawnbringer.
It's the Indiana Jones sword fight.
Yeah.
Shut up.
What's the range on that? 60 feet. Sorry, I'm measuring things.
It's the Frank Drebin punching out the pitcher. You're out. Bam.
So the bard is going to move here.
Okay.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
And then I need Dawnbringer to make a Constitution saving throw.
You can do it, Dawnbringer.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
That was evil. It was 18-2. So I got a 10.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. So a sudden loud ringing noise kind of emanates from around you.
You do have a reroll.
That's true.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a reroll.
Well,
I'm going to
technically, you
use
have
it.
advantage, which,
Oh, okay.
just as a reminder, you need to call those beforehand. Go ahead and use it. I
Okay.
don't care. Just
Also, you have a D4 to your.
yeah, that's also
I'll
true.
just add the D4 to it. So give me just a second. Let me do that.
Come on, roll a 1.
No, that's a 17.
Okay, you're still going to take it. Still goes off. You'll just take half damage as you hear a sudden loud ringing noise from around you. It's kind of a 10-foot area around you that starts to kind of ring. The walls themselves seem to be hurt by this.
Ooh.
And you will take 5 damage. That's the halved amount.
Get mad now.
Okay.
That
That will be it for him. We need to go look at the priest. There he is. And I need to go see what that says. He can move. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, I want to move stuff.
Oh, leave me alone.
A spiritual weapon comes up
Ooh.
and
Those are brutal.
as a bonus action. Actually, I'm sorry. It moves as part of his movement. He moves to there. As a bonus action, it attacks you. Does a 14 hit you? It does not.
No.
That's cool. Oh, yep, cool.
Is that just his weapon in front of me or him himself?
It is a conjured weapon.
Is
Okay.
that what the wrench is?
Yeah, that's what the wrench is.
So what kind of weapon is it?
It is a large, like, two-handed sword. I
Mm.
believe that's Torm's thing. If it's
Yeah.
not,
Okay.
whatever.
Yes.
Too late now. And then he's going to fire off a guiding bolt at you. 22 hits you, doesn't it?
Just by one.
Yeah. So you take 13 damage, and now you glow. Until the next attack made on you, which will have advantage.
Oh, ow! So it's like
Okay.
you gave Fairy Fire.
Yeah, that's essentially what Guiding Bolt does. It's actually a solid first level spell.
Yeah, it really
Nice.
is.
Swashbuckler 15 will come right here and come in and corner Tiger.
Mhm.
Then we're gonna make 3 attacks.
Oh, okay.
She just morphed through that wall?
No, she went around it.
Okay. Okay.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
So the 23 is also going to hit you.
Boo.
So these are both rapier attacks. So you'll take 11 and 11.
Ow!
And then
Damn.
from the offhand dagger, and that's a crit.
Ow!
So
Leave
Gonna
her
hurt
back
real
there.
bad.
so 11 from that as well.
I'm hurting real bad.
Yeah, there is a healing potion if you want to roll 2d8. What did I give you? It was like 44 plus 3. Yeah, 44 plus 3. If you want to use it, it's floating. That came from I want to say Kit Rizzle.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm gonna let that dart shoot me in the neck. Yeah.
Kit Razzle.
3, 5,
I see how beer me.
6,
Uh,
and
Bear
12
me.
points.
the archer. That's the swashbuckler's turn. The archer is going to fire at Dawnbringer because he's glowing. So the archer makes 2 longbow attacks. One is a crit. The other one, or no, I'm sorry, that is a crit. That is the first attack. Sorry. Which means you'll take 20 points of damage from that attack. The second one does not add advantage. It's just a regular attack and does not hit at a 16.
Oh dear, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
All right.
I don't have any cough drops over here. That's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll be good. For right now, the bugbear essentially charges up on Gentleman J.
Rude. He's gonna go help my friend.
And you hear him say "Bugbear Smash," and he brings a
Cool.
very large Morning Star down at you, and he gets 2 attacks.
As he does his first attack.
Okay, I'm gonna put that dice away because that is the 3rd crit tonight for that dice.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So he crits on one of them, and the other one critically fails. So it kind of balances out, but not really.
I spend a I just got cat fur in my eye. For brace, where I spend a superiority die to
Reduce damage.
thanks, Duke. No, I can use my reaction to make 1 attack at him as he hits me.
Oh, cool. No, that's perfect.
Nice.
Real quick, let me do some damage to you. Make sure you don't die.
Well, that would suck.
So you're gonna take 29.
Ow! Still alive. I mean, I had that bonus 15, so that's 29. You say so 15 off of that. I take 14. That's still a lot.
Yeah.
Owie.
Yeah.
Damaged applied.
Yeah, he is literally a brute.
Oh yeah. Well, I hit him back. Is he having a good day? He's probably having a good night. Great night.
How many hit points? What'd you hit?
Well, I didn't roll 1. I think that's the important. No, that would be a total of. Does a 11 hit him?
Does not.
Can you use? No, you probably can't. I was going to say, can you spend a superiority die on a superiority action if you've already spent a?
No.
No,
Okay.
you're also supposed to spend the superiority die ahead of the roll, I believe.
No,
Well,
this one is as you're
okay.
being attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I meant like.
Oh, and
the-
no, you're not. You can spend it afterwards.
Awesome.
Precision strike.
Frankie, it is your turn.
All right, Frankie is going to do some shenanigans.
Okay.
The first thing.
So that voodoo.
The first thing Frankie is going to do is activate his boots of flying by clicking his heels together.
It's just all ruby slippers in this game.
Yep. And there is, because you said ruby slippers, a dark red mist starts billowing around his feet.
Nice.
Wait, before he moves, because I just moved to this one, I am going to cast Shatter on it.
It's destroyed.
Just
Nice.
straight out.
Yeah. The walls next to you also look pretty hurt, and the tower itself looks hurt. But the things inside have essentially ground to dust.
Okay.
I'd let you roll tactics if you really want.
Well, I know you said that she
Shatter is a very specific spell that
Yes.
works. Like these are designed to fall apart at shatter. That's what you learn there.
Yep.
Because I'm not even have you roll damage, or you could have done 1 damage with shatter, and it would have destroyed it completely.
Excellent.
So.
And then I will use my boots of flying to fly to here.
Cool.
Up and over the walls. But while I am in the middle, so while I'm here, stop it.
Like here?
Here.
Yeah.
I am going to activate one of my uses of bardic inspiration. I start playing my guitar in the middle of the air as I am surrounded by this glowing, like blood red smoke
While
and fog effects.
Your red fog machine goes off.
Hell mist.
Everyone,
Mist with a Y.
and as I do so, I regain my feathered cloak and my big fancy armor that doesn't do much but looks really cool.
Sure. And everybody gets what?
Everyone gets 5 bonus hit points.
Sweet.
And can move up to their speed and ignore attacks of opportunity.
They get bonus hit points or temp hit points?
Temporary hit
Okay,
points.
that's cool. I just want to verify.
Yeah.
So
As I use
is it everybody within 60?
I believe so, and I did the math, and there should be everyone within 60.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It
Wait.
looked like Bengal Tiger was out, but no,
Yeah.
he's just in.
I
So
checked that a couple times to figure out if I could move and teleport to him if I needed to
Uh,
heal him.
yeah. So you guys can move your movements. Go for it.
I need to make some climbing checks.
No, you can go through. You can diagonal your way out of that. That's fine.
And you don't
Like
provoke attacks
here?
of
Like I
opportunity.
want to
Go the
climb
other
up
direction.
over the
Oh, you want
wall.
to climb up over? Yeah, you're at a disadvantage on it. Your athletics check. DC is 15.
I have. Okay. Can I ask why the
Okay.
disadvantage? Oh, the lightning
Because the
rails.
walls are slightly electrified.
Yep.
Mojo,
Yep.
mojo,
Yep. Yep.
We do have a crap ton of mojo.
and a lot of us
I'm gonna
have
use 3.
Sure.
advantage as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So you can
I
change
will
it up
use
to
my
that.
advantage on that one. Yeah,
So
because
you will
both
just
of
be
those
a
were bad.
regular roll. DC 15.
I got a 17 on the first
Perfect.
climb.
So
And then I'm gonna do my second climb.
don't worry about the second climb. I'm just assume you get to the top and leap that 5 feet
Awesome.
because it's still an athletics check. 17 is going to be enough to have you just hop over and then drop down the other side.
Okay. Then 60 feet would put me there.
Oh yeah, because that's stupid. No, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. I have no problem with the magic item you're using. That is dumb.
I really like this power.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's real good. Anything else from Faust? No.
Oh no, but Gentleman Jay and Dawnbringer both get to move.
Dawnbringer has moved. Gentleman Jay, you do get to move.
I kind of want to stay where I'm at.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
Cool. That's fine.
Can I make a grandstanding
Yeah,
roll
go ahead and roll for it.
as in the middle of the guitar solo that I'm doing? That would be an 18 because that is my other expertise skill. So while I am in the middle of the air and flying, playing my guitar, surrounded by evil red mist, I will do some backflips.
You're like, screw the church.
Yeah, just kind of loop-de-loops. I do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Peppy Hair is very proud of me.
I'm gonna have to guess that Gentleman Jay is the peppy in this. Very cheering your friends on. Yeah. Just you should do a barrel roll. Do it. Do it.
Well, is Peppy the frog or is Peppy the bunny?
Peppy is the bunny. The
Okay.
frog is Slippy, and I
Peppy's
call not
bunny.
Slippy.
Perfect. So, Dawnbringer, it's your turn.
Dawnbringer.
See that bugbear right there in front of Gentleman Jay?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to see him anymore, so charge.
Go for it. Move yourself up.
Well, first of all, hold on. First, I'm going to do my laying on hands on me and get back 30 hit points.
Sure.
And then Mr. Bugbear is going to eat dust and fiery murder. It's coming. I am going to roll with advantage on this one.
Why are
Use
you
my
rolling?
advantage?
Oh, yeah, you want it. Okay. You're cashing in your inspiration. That's cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I'll take that 25.
Yeah. Hits. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can use Mojo for damage or not? I can't
No.
remember.
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna smite this mofo.
Sure.
Something fierce. Hold on just a second. Gotta spend 2 slots and make it 48 on top. Okay, plus 48. Where's it at? Where'd it go? So that is 27 total damage, 20 of it radiant damage.
Perfect.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Gotta do a thing.
And for my next magical trick,
Sure.
he will actually do it on the back swing as like a spinning attack.
Okay.
I will roll now. Hold on a second. Let me do that correctly. That's only 13.
That
So
does
probably
not.
miss. No. Well, that's it for me. And may I do a grandstand or no?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Do it. I believe in you.
Come on, damn you.
Do it.
This is fun. That's the 14 for the grandstand.
That is not enough.
Oh,
Oh, well.
it's a tough
Poop.
audience.
Yeah.
Tough crowd.
Anything else for your turn?
That's all for me.
Top. Oh, sorry, you're not on. That's my fault.
I was right.
There you go.
Yeah, we're fighting their hometown team, so we got to contend with that.
Yeah. Top of the
I
round,
get it.
the turrets go.
Oh, boo
Oh, no.
turrets.
Frankie, that one right next to you is going to fire at you.
Yep.
No.
It doesn't hit. The one that you're at, Tiger, it fires at you. No, it does not hit. The one on the bottom at the back is going to fire at Dawnbringer. Wow.
Bring it.
Well, I know where all of my good rolls went. They were put away with that other die.
No
'Cause that was all three of those rolls were under 5. And then
takesies backsies.
the last one is going to fire also at Dawnbringer.
Of course,
That's critical miss. So we're doing great. We're just cool. Cool.
fears me in my rage.
Tiger, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use my action to try to dismantle this thing,
Sure.
or shut it down.
Go ahead.
Disable it.
Give me a dexterity saving throw first. It's a trap.
Oh,
Oh no.
so
until
it's
you
a trap.
trap it,
I
you
get
get bonuses, yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
So
Admiral
that's better
Akbar
on the
comes out to let you know it's a trap, but just
I got an 18 on that one.
Okay. A large amount of electrical current comes out of the tools. You can tell from the sound that it has been discharged, though.
Okay,
Wow, you'll take half damage, which
I
is 5.
will. Is that with evasion?
Oh, you know what? No, you won't take half damage. I'm sorry. You have evasion.
I
You
do.
take nothing. Cool.
Oh, what?
You take nothing.
I basically stuck a fork in a light socket and went, ow!
Yeah, it looks like when you went to go disable it, everything was coppered up, so it was built to conduct electricity
Nice.
into whoever touched it.
You've got
That's awesome.
those Goblin shoes have rubber soles.
They do now.
Yeah, they're grounded.
So yeah, go ahead and roll your disable.
That is a natural 20. So
Oh.
a 26 or
That'll put
25. Your
one,
choice.
that'll put a mojo in the mojo pool.
Cool.
That disables the turret for sure. What else would you like to do?
So I wouldn't do a quick grandstand. What I want to do is basically when I get shocked, take the tool out and shoot it up in the sky as my grandstanding.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'd spend some
And that's
mojo.
a 1.
Whoa.
Oh.
That actually loses you one out of the mojo pool.
Your pants fall down.
Standard Tiger.
It's all done. Kennedy.
Pants just fall down.
And
No.
anything for your movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna move here, climb that wall, and keep moving till I get to here.
You are at disadvantage to climb the wall.
Let's do it. I'm gonna use 3 from the mojo. Any objections?
No objections.
Cool. Put you guys down to 5.
With the disadvantage, it's a 14 on both, so it's a 19 plus 3, so 21.
Perfect. Get you right over.
Excellent.
19 plus 3 is 22, though.
It is. My bad. I'll take the bigger one.
You did better.
Finger counting's more of an
So
art
that
science.
should, and I'm an accountant too. I should learn how to count. So that'll put me there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my cunning action to disable this one.
Sure. Go for it.
In our next scene,
That
Dawnbringer
is
will
a
teach Tiger how to count.
16 plus. Do you want dexterity or intelligence?
Dexterity.
That'll be a 19.
That'll do it. It is disabled.
Beautiful.
And then from there I'll yell out, right side done.
Nice.
Feel
Okay.
good.
Fantastic. Gentleman Jay.
All right. Going down. Here comes the lightning.
Get
That
him.
looks pretty tough.
Yeah, he doesn't look untough.
Doesn't look untough. That is a 20.
That'll hit.
Modified. Spinning another superiority die for additional damage. So 2d8. That is. I like that, and I like that even more. That is. I scrolled past my damage. 22.
22 damage?
Yep, lightning damage.
Cool.
Going to hit him again. Here we go. Second attack. Boom. Oh, that might not hit. That's a 17?
That does not hit.
Oh, do I want to spend that superiority die? I only have
Yes.
2. Yeah, I'll spend it.
I mean, if the good lords are willing and the creek don't rise, we're almost done with this.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So what was that?
Trying to find it. An 8.
Oh, so
25.
yeah, does 25 hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Certainly hope so.
For 16.
Cool.
And then here comes the thunder. Boom. Yeah, that hits. That's a 25. Boom. For 15.
All right.
Guy's having a bad day.
I don't know. If he's still standing, honestly, I'm about to have a bad day.
He's still standing.
I'm about to have a bad day. You know why I'm also
He's
about to have a bad day?
standing.
I already did all the damage for my attacks. Forgot I had Piercer. Dang it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. That's would you like to move?
I don't have an action to disengage.
You can still move.
And he'd hit me.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Cool.
Turn it back.
The bard is gonna go.
I don't want to get hit.
The bard is actually going to cast move here and cast Shatter again. So I need both Gentleman J and Dawnbringer to make Constitution saves.
Oh, no.
On the plus side, she might kill her ally.
23.
22.
Remember the D4s as well.
Ah, yes, that would make it a 26.
Oh, man. I forgot the D4, too.
You never know.
Right. You're both going to take half damage, which is 7.
Okay, that knocks off my 5 temporary that I gained, and I take 2 more.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
still hurt pretty bad.
Okay, perfect. And then the priest is going to go. Moves the weapon.
Those
Moves up.
temporary hit points are really making a difference.
They are, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's phenomenal right now.
All right. Let's see what we got here. The priest is going to cast Guiding Bolt on Gentleman J. Or yeah, I'm sorry. The weapon actually moves here. The priest is going to cast Guiding Bolt on Gentleman J. 16 doesn't hit you though, does it?
No, I'm at 18.
Okay. And then the weapon is going to attack you.
Rude.
18 hits you though.
That does.
You're going to take 11 points of damage.
Owie.
The swashbuckler
26 is my hit points I have left.
moves up and is going to attack Dawnbringer.
We got to take out that cleric.
2 rapier attacks. One is a 20,
Misses.
and the other one's a 25.
That hits.
Ooh.
And that is harsh. 19 points of damage. Some of that is back, and then dagger. 16 does not hit you.
No.
She hits twice with 1 rapier.
Yeah,
I thought you meant you were stabbing with 2 rapiers and then a dagger?
yeah. It's prehensile tail or something.
Boot knife.
Yeah, boot knife.
That'll work.
The archer is going to actually fire on Tiger.
Cool.
No. Tiger's our friend.
I mean, Tiger's about to end this thing.
19 hits you
It does.
and does a 17.
No, you're an 18.
17 will hit me.
Oh, no.
You're going to
That's right.
take
No, he's a 16.
17 points of damage.
Aw.
Oh, Tiger.
At 17 points?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And then an additional
Oh,
You never
there's
said you were
additional?
firing me.
4 more points.
Oh, Jesus.
How you looking?
Hold on. It's so 17 damage plus how much more?
4.
You're a jerk. I'm at 0. That knocks me.
Yes.
No.
I did warn you guys. Step by.
I disarm and I get shot. Haha! You missed. And then I fall over.
Poor Tiger.
It's not the worst news.
Uh,
Gentleman Jay and I.
is the bugbear. This might be the worst news.
Uh-huh.
Bugbear is going to turn on Dawnbringer. Make 2 attacks. 22 hits you. 16 does not.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, 15 damage.
Okay. Getting a little desperate here.
Frankie.
All right. Frankie is going to.
End it, Frankie.
I'm gonna try. We don't happen to have any healing potions we could shoot at.
Not currently. Unless chat wants to kick in something, we are currently not. We don't have anything. Although Dawnbringer, you do have another advantage.
Sweet.
Yay.
Go, Dominger.
All right.
Well, you
So
cave in that bugbear's skull.
I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna cast Shatter because it's a 10-foot radius.
Sure. Yeah, that works. It's destroyed.
All right. Let me go ahead and mark that spell real quick. That's a second level spell.
Yeah, if Frankie ends this, I might give him like an open mouth kiss on air in front of the church. I'm not kidding. Hey, Mordmaster.
Reminds
Yeah.
me of that movie. Not Remember the Titans.
Would you
oh,
guys
never
like
mind.
to move?
Yes, that would be
I mean,
super.
if I was conscious.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to move because
No,
You don't get.
don't do that. No,
You don't want to move.
I don't want to move because I'm.
All right.
I think
gonna
his
do
spells,
something.
his spells have to do with me. I think.
No, it's an everybody thing.
It's everyone.
Oh,
So I will go ahead and tuck down here, and I am going to do another grandstanding attempt
Roll for it.
Nice.
as I
Boy.
am just sort of skating along the air. That is a 16 plus 9.
That'll do it. So that'll put us back at 6 in the pool. And is that it for you for your turn? I think it is.
It is, but
Yep.
I'm going to basically hug the crouch down and sort of attempt to take cover behind here.
Fair enough. Dawnbringer, it is your turn.
Yes, I'm going to attack but I am going to first lay on hands to Gentleman Jay
Nice.
to give him 5 hit points back.
Woo! He
That's what I
appreciates.
got left, bud.
You are appreciated.
And then I'm going to attack the bugbear, and I'm going to spend 3 mojo, if no one minds.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay.
That puts us at 3.
And I am going to use my last 2 to smite him again.
Go for it.
Let's do this. 1,
Break him
2.
down.
Hold on. Let me see here.
Real quick, while you're doing that, can I get Tiger to roll 44 plus 3?
Oh,
Ah,
He just nailed him. It's away now. Okay, so that's 5d8 on top. I will be using my advantage. So +3. Yeah, I think I'll take that 28 all day long.
Nice.
You hit a 23?
Yeah, 28.
Oh, 28. Yeah, it definitely hits.
Okay, and now I am rolling this first.
Destroy him. Shoot
Yeah,
him.
think I might just. And then I'm gonna roll my 5d8.
Ooh.
What'd you get on that roll there, Tiger?
I got 13.
So you heal 13.
Yay!
Yay!
Once again, Kit for the save there.
Thank you so much. That's
definitely,
awesome.
definitely helping out quite a bit. We
Yes.
appreciate the audience and their darts of friendship and happiness.
That is 19 additional damage, making for a total of 28 damage
Nice.
from
yeah.
this one attack.
That's it.
It's dead.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wanted to. Oh man.
And I'm going to grandstand and spend 2 more mojo to do so.
You cannot spend mojo on grandstanding. Also, there is still, if you want to make a second attack, there is still a swashbuckler there.
There is.
I will attack the swashbuckler,
Go
and
for
I
it.
will spend 2 mojo to do so.
Attack the sacred weapon.
That'll put it at 1 mojo in the pool.
Okay.
I should probably be on the swashbuckler stats. There we are.
Oh, crap. That's a 15, 16, 17
17 hits.
to hit the swashbuckler.
Nice.
I'm starting to fill up.
Yay! And 7 damage to her.
Cool.
And that is all for me.
All right, top of the round. Tiger.
Go Tiger!
No. The crossbow, the turret.
Oh.
It's all right.
Actually, it's going to fire at Frankie because Frankie's right there. But it misses, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Now, Tiger, it's your turn.
I have athletics, so popping up from prone is only a 5 foot.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use my movement, and I'm going to move up to the last turret. When doing so, as I run by, I'm going to give the finger to the archer and keep running.
Sure. Yeah.
Excellent.
So that pops me there, and I'll use my action to try to dismantle this thing, or disengage it.
Why don't we have you and Frankie give me a dexterity save?
Oh, crap.
It might not be
Ooh,
that
it's
bad.
a trap.
Not good.
I'll keep my 19 plus 6, so 25.
So you'll take nothing.
13.
You will take all of this then.
Can I use Hellish Rebuke on it?
No, it's not technically an attack.
Ah,
You're going to take 10 points of damage
okay.
as the walls on this thing explode. So now you have access to it on all sides.
I want to point out that it doesn't need to be an attack, but it does say a creature
Oh, cool.
if something damages me.
Oh, okay. That's fair. But yeah, go ahead and do your thing, Tiger.
All right.
Go Tiger.
Oh, Tiger. Okay.
That is a 12 plus dexterity, which is a 15.
15's not high enough.
I'll use my bonus action and try again.
Cool.
And that is a 19 total.
That'll do it. There we go.
Excellent.
That's nice.
Fantastic. That'll end the combat. And actually, this is a great place for us to take a break. So we are going to take a break. We'll come back for some role play. Oh,
I
hold
do
on.
have a grandstanding moment. Can I get off before the break, or do you want me to do it when we come
Yeah,
back?
go for. I mean, the mojo goes away, but yeah, go for it.
Right as we call it, I'm just going to lean over. I'm going to stand on top of the bugbear. I'm going to lift up my pick. I'm going to be like, "It's time to send you to hell." And as I raise it up and it comes down, I slide him a business card and say, "Seriously though, Humanoid Equality League, it's a great place. Just hit me up after this match. You'll love it." And I just pose and smile for the camera.
Okay.
I love it.
Roll your grandstanding. Let's see how this looks.
Do you have advantage?
No, but I have a reroll just in case. That is a 22.
Remember to add your D4. We might be able to get this up to
Ooh.
25.
I'm sorry. You have a reroll on that save there. Do you want to go back?
Oh, no, it's fine.
That's a 3. That's a 25.
Yes.
Well, you've got a floating reroll for later.
Yep.
25 will do it. Yeah. So that does it. We are going to take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes for some more role play and storytelling here on the Rise of the Lucky Strykes. Woo!
4 minutes.
What'd you say, John? Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Rise of the Lucky Strikes. We just finished up the Metroplex Mayhem. How'd that go, guys?
Oh,
It was
pretty well,
amazing.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Very
turns
nice.
out if you have a thing where people have to run across a map, don't give them a bunch of magic items that give them
Yeah.
the ability to do that better. But that's, you know what? It was fun. I had fun. They had fun. That's what matters.
It was really
Thank you to the
dynamic, I felt.
crowd for
Yeah.
thanks for the crowd for helping us. That was
Big
very
Yes, thank you, crowd.
So you guys come out of the arena. The other adventurers are all very congratulatory once the priest gets the poor monk that never made more than a single attack and the bugbear up. They're very like friendly. Like they're not mad. They're like, yeah, it's a good game. Like keep moving. We got some good hits on you though. Like seem
Oh, yeah.
like okay dudes and ladies.
Yeah.
I guess there are a couple ladies there.
Folks.
Peoples. You guys head back to the locker room. Mudstone is back there, as well as a representative of the Gaming Commission, the Imperial Gaming Commission, which you guys would all know is the Imperial legal representation is the Imperial Gaming Commission. It's not a guild; it just watches over the games. And then there is a priest of Leventer. Not anybody you guys know. Probably somebody from local here in Dallas.
All right. Not exactly comfortable speaking without my without representation. But we should wait on that until we figure out what they want.
I'll go in and ask.
I mean, you can always just breeze past them and get in the showers.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Or-
assume
or-
we'll decommission first.
Or Frankie, just get over in the corner and just start licking. So yeah, you guys hit the showers. Who's speaking with them first?
I mean,
Well-
I'm not going to. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to be there, but I'm not necessarily like being the voice of the group.
Okay. So Mudstone seems like he doesn't quite know what's going on either. He's just kind of hanging out in the locker room, very excited about your, hey, you guys did great. You kept moving. That was what was important. Jay, you keep taking those hits real well. Got to keep them focused on you. I guess Donbringer, you take the hits well if you ever got hit. So keep doing that. Like you're doing fine. Uh, nice movement from you, Frankie and Tiger. Like both of you guys moved across that board really well. Really, really happy with what I saw tonight, guys.
Excellent.
Thank you.
The
Thank you, Coach.
the priest here and
Thanks,
the Imperial Gaming Commission representative said they wanted to talk to you guys, but hit the showers first. Like, let's not worry about what they've got going on right this second.
That sounds like a plan.
And they both seem very unhappy with this statement. But what are you gonna do?
If they try and stop us, I will literally put a finger up as I walk by. I'm like, we're filthy and we stink. We're gonna wash this off of us now. We've been doing actual work.
Yep, we're filthy and you stink.
Fair enough. So the you guys shower up. When you come out of the shower, Frankie, Marv has popped in. Marv is still a bearded devil.
Mhm.
But he's looking a little beefed up, like he's been lifting or something.
Yep.
The Imperial representative is an elf named Goris Zildi. She introduces herself as a junior associate of the guild of the gaming commission concerning team interactions. And then
Okay.
the priest is a half elf named Alalor. Can I get a religion check from Dawnbringer? And I guess, Gentleman Jay, if you really want to roll it, you may. Like, it's going to be a rough one because I don't know that you're even proficient in religion.
I don't think I am either. So
Yeah, I am not.
Yeah.
yeah,
I got a 12.
straight roll.
12?
Straight roll. 7.
Okay.
Webster's defines
Neither
religion
one of
as-
you have heard of this priest. The gaming commission member, what did I say? Goris kind of like waits for you guys to start dressing, and then she speaks. And I've been sit here by the higher ups to discuss with you the conversation that was had at Three Flags over Texas with General T. So, Mr. J, would you like to describe what was said in that conversation?
Well, Mr. T gave us a lot of coaching tips. He talked about how we did really well. He said that I reminded him of a younger version of him. And then just kind of looking off in the distance.
Can you roll me persuasion?
Oh, it does not matter. He's not trying to convince her. Jay's been convinced.
I'd say the same. He's already fooled himself.
And you know what? That is also a 9. So
I am rolling to deceive myself.
but Jay, after he snaps back into it, and then I think he said something about he wanted to talk to us once we got to our match in Indianapolis. Something about one-on-one time, and then he.
The commission would like me to remind you that any interaction with General Disorder outside of official league communication is not allowed. General Disorder is made up of criminals. Any interaction will assume that you are taking criminal actions with them in conspiracy.
Whoa! He just said that I was.
That's why we're getting a warning, and I have not had you arrested. This is your warning.
But we didn't do anything. He came up to talk to us.
I understand, and from now on, you can politely decline.
I mean, we can't have a conversation with him.
Well, you can have an official conversation, which will require representatives from both teams, as well as the gaming commission, and the X-Crawl warden, which, as you know, holds like any of the prisoners that come in go through the warden. It's kind of an office and a position that doesn't really stick to one jail, but like oversees the interaction.
so I can't get him to sign my action figures.
In an official interaction, you absolutely can.
I'll kind of look at Marv questioningly.
Marv pulls a contract out, which is the team's contract with the league.
Mhm.
And he says, listen, like on page 17, subparagraph 14, blurb 3, it does kind of cover this. It's vague. I don't think they really meant for it. And the league representative just looks at him. He's like, whoa, honey, I got this. It's vague. It's really, really vague. But basically, you can't interact with the prisoners officially or unofficially. If you do it officially, it's all good. But anything you say in those conversations is going to be heard.
So we're not allowed to have any contact with the prisoners for any X-Crawl related activity unless it is sanctioned, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, that is correct.
So can we just get this sanctioned, like our little when he?
Oh, absolutely. If you would like to meet with him in Indianapolis, we can set that up. We'll make sure that all the appropriate representatives are there, and make sure that we serve a nice punch and pie while we're doing it.
I don't think that'll really be necessary.
But we could.
I don't think we need to involve half the league board
But
in
Yeah.
what was likely going to be a coaching or training session. I don't think we need
maybe-
to spend money that would be used elsewhere.
Maybe we could do like a group signing.
and he'll
something
be
of
there.
that effect. Yep.
Okay.
We
I'm
can
in.
Our
set
team and
something
their
up
team.
for the Naptown Speed signing. We can definitely do that. We'd be happy to help you promote yourselves that way.
Maybe sorry, I'm trying to fit in a Clubber Lang reference here. An exhibition match.
Yeah.
Between Gentleman J and T there.
Stars.
Mr. J, I wouldn't necessarily.
JVT.
While that's nice. That's real nice. While
Marv, can you get the paperwork started working on that?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Sounds great.
He
So,
pulls out a desk from nowhere and like it's floating in front of him and he like starts writing it out. But like as he's writing like the first line, the first like 6 lines pop onto the sheet. And the representative turns to you, Gentleman J, and says, Mr. J, I wouldn't suggest it. While the General Disorder team is in Division 1, General T himself is a unlimited class player. Which is her way of saying he's going to kick your ass hard.
It's just an exhibition match. I mean,
even in exhibition matches, sometimes death happens. And I think I just want to make sure you're aware of that, Mr. J, that you would be putting yourself in danger and that the league can take no responsibility for what may or may not happen upon your death.
but Tiger just got shot with a dart that healed him.
Yeah, could we work in some sort of? I mean, we can always do like what was the back in the old days the duels, first blood type thing. I'm sure we could work something like that in.
But Marv goes, oh yeah. I'll write that in here. Hold on.
Oh, I got an idea. Maybe instead of an exhibition, maybe like a hot dog eating contest.
Pizza.
Ah.
Oh.
And all the proceeds go to the Widows and Orphans Fund.
Marv
Yeah.
goes, really?
It's not a making widows and orphans fund, is it?
Well,
No,
it's in
no,
Indianapolis.
It'd be
so
hell.
Yeah. Hell.
We could put it towards the food bank that we're looking at.
How about this? We win. It goes your charity, Gentleman J. And if T wins, it goes to probably a veteran of foreign wars. Something to that effect. He can choose a not-for-profit, I'm sure.
I can write that in there. That's kind of lame.
I know, but it's
All
for the
right.
kid. It's for the popularity.
All right.
Get more eyes on us, Marv.
All right.
Let's remember, the more eyes on us, the more we shine. Kind of reminding him, the more popular I am, the more powerful he gets.
All right, you gotta. Yeah, I guess you got a point, Frankie. But
I
I
always
don't like
do.
this point. This point is dumb. All right, well, yeah, I'll put this in here, and he like continues to write and goes through like 7 or 8 pages in a matter of like 40 seconds.
Well, I think that's if that's all that we had, I think we best be getting on to our rest.
The Alalor, the priest, speaks up and says, "Actually, would like to speak to your group concerning some conversations that were held in Indianapolis. Would that be okay?
It's about the upcoming fight. That's pretty quick.
No.
Oh,
No, and the gaming commissioner like picks up her little suit or briefcase and like packs what paperwork she had pulled out in. She takes the contract from Marv, which he then magically duplicates. Like just like he taps it and pulls off a copy, and then taps it and pulls off another copy, and he says, "This one goes to T, and this one will J, and then you guys have one, and we'll sign them here."
Yeah. I'm sure he's also a notary public.
Yeah, yeah. He's he's got business cards for it. He's hellishly good. I'm sorry, my throat is killing me tonight, guys. So she like packs up and like leaves while while Alalor starts the conversation. And he says, Mr. Dawnbringer and Mr. J, it's my understanding there was Mr. Dawnbringer, the conversation was with you, but it took in concerns about the rest of the team. Do you know the conversation I'm speaking of, Mr. Dawnbringer?
Yes, I was a party to the seemed to be sensible but quite inappropriate conversation questioning my faith. Yes, I was very much a part of that conversation.
He actually pulls out a pouch, leans down to one of the halflings. It's kind of like you guys have a crew at this that has kind of been doing its own thing and helping clean up stuff. Leans down and whispers something in common, and hands it over. But it's something that when he whispers it is unintelligible to the rest of you. You know it's common, but it comes out as gibberish. And the halfling takes it and goes and like motions, and everybody, all of them, funnel out. He follows behind them, shuts the door, and locks it like slowly. This doesn't come off as a threat, just more of the locker room is empty now. Dawnbringer, can we just be a little less formal? Would that be okay?
Oh no, I prize frankness.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Frankie, I don't necessarily agree with what you're doing. However, what I'm seeing is nothing terrible, and I'm sure that Marv here is got some grand scheme, and if that works, great. But whatever. Like in the long run, you're not hurting anybody right now. And Marv's like, he's never gonna hurt anybody. It's in his contract.
Well, I mean, we're hurting our opponents. You saw that bugbear get taken down. I take it.
Yeah. That's that was good. Dawnbringer, there are members of the church that are concerned with the conversation you had, concerned with the way that you were shoved into an inappropriate place.
I would also like to add, there was a tone of, if we're being frank here,
sure,
there was a tone of almost blasphemous levels. They assumed what the deity would do.
I can't speak a lot to the larger church, but what I can tell you is that there are like-minded individuals among several of the churches that don't feel that alignment and friendship, unquestioning friendship with the Empire is healthy for our followers.
So,
I agree.
Sounds like we got some sort of schism happening here.
I think what you're finding is that some of us serve the people. And we have concerns, and I think that the gaming commission just proved my point before I even made it. They are watching you already. General T there's something going on there, and we're not quite sure what. And it's going to affect your team in a large way. Obviously, the general has taken interest in the four of you, and I'm not sure why, other than you've proven very good at what you're doing.
Out of character.
Yeah.
His name is General T?
He's general.
Okay.
Major. Yeah.
He was a general before he got decommissioned?
Yeah, so what you know from your history is that General T was arrested as the standing high general of the legions, all the legions. He was arrested for treason. The treason could not be disclosed what that was because of the safety of the emperor, and he was put into jail. But because of the way that the common people looked at him, killing him off could have caused a lot of problems. So they let him into the games. And it's rumored very heavily that the emperor is fixing games to try and kill him. Because then it's not the emperor's fault. It's just X-Crawl. That's how it
It's the
goes.
Crawl's fault.
Yeah. And he has been resilient to this point, but who knows what's going to happen. You know, he's gone through 24 team members in the last year and a half.
Wow.
So what I would like to do is I'd like to offer each of you an out. He pulls out like a lacquered hinged box, and he opens it, and inside there are 4 spheres, and they clearly are magical, and they're sitting kind of in divots. The box itself would have held them very tightly. He says one of each of these is for you. He sets the box down while it's still open. I would suggest carrying it with you at all times. If you need us, crush the pearl, and it will alert us. We are in most cities. We have ties to churches, so it may not be someone from my church that shows up. Perhaps someone within the priesthood of Torm or Tyr. It could be anybody. Ilmater. It will let us know that you need help, and we will provide that. If that means lodging and food for the night, that's fine. If it's something larger, a place to hide, someone to vouch for you, to say you were not where you were, someone to help pull you away from being arrested, let us know.
Who exactly is this we?
It is a group of like-minded priests among several faiths.
Kind of look over at Marv, kind of cock an eyebrow.
I mean, not supposed to say anything, but technically it's not in a contract that I can't. So, yeah, like even my side's got that.
All right.
And the Alalor nods. It goes across. There's corruption here that is unhealthy, even for his kind.
Well, I'll reach over and take one of the pearls.
Take my pearl.
Kinda.
I take one.
I'll hesitantly take one.
If you do get caught with one of these, they're not going to be able to tell what it does. And even if it does, even if they can tell what it's supposed to do, it's a basic spell that is just communication, so they shouldn't be able to pick up on much more than that.
So swallowed if we're caught.
No, let them take it. Doesn't matter. Crush it while they're taking you, if that's what you need to do. Alalor looks over at Marv and says, "So, do you want to reveal what's going on, Marv?" And Marv, it's not been signed off on, but let's just say there's a bigger picture.
Hey,
Frankie, you're in it.
Hey Marv, I want to keep you out of trouble, so you want to go get us some beers?
Yeah.
Thank
And
you,
he
man.
just his desk and everything's just gone. Alalor says, "There's a reason that you were chosen, Frankie. There's I don't know that if anyone is aware of this, but when Reagan was chosen, or when Ronald was chosen as emperor by the Oracle, there was a prophecy given at the same time that during his time, someone would rise up and crush the empire. That's the treason that General T was arrested for. Not that the general had done anything to move against the emperor, but he held the sway with the people and with the legions enough that he was in a position of power that is unparalleled in any time in the empire that was not the emperor, or at least a senator. the aristocracy is having trouble dealing with the fact that they could lose their positions.
So it's a situation of damn the man, save the empire type thing.
Yeah, the emperor doesn't care. I don't know how much it actually gets out, but we have heard rumblings from some of the members of the Church of Ilmater that the emperor is being held together by both magic, both good and what others would consider evil.
That's so good.
Tapping into life forces that should not be tapped into. It's there's something going on there, and
it's infected some of the upper clergy members, hasn't it?
I would say that when you had that conversation, it was at behest of, if not the emperor, then one within his circle that could see that there was a problem brewing. You don't see a warlock and a paladin on the same X-Crawl team very often, and you don't see an X-Crawl team rise like this.
So just shit rolling downhill.
Pretty much.
Or technically,
Boys.
we're pushing it up.
Boys, see to your families. Make sure they got places to bug out, because they won't come for us directly. They'll start knocking down pins one at a time.
That's all we do.
Also keep in mind, if you play we're just an X-Crawl team and get popular and bow to the emperor, it makes everything look okay. So that's something to consider. The gaming commission doesn't have any clue what I'm doing here. They think I'm here to talk to you, Dawnbringer. So
then I will leave this meeting, gentlemen. Then I will leave this meeting angry. I will make quite a show of it. I think we should all look.
If that's the direction you're going, you support your teammate, and the church doesn't care for that.
But I can still fight General T in a match, right?
If you absolutely want to, yeah. I'm pretty sure that the general is reaching out to secure a base of support.
Well, I do believe I just got confirmation that we can talk to the general. I was told we're not allowed to talk to him in an official capacity without permission. And Marv will testify to that fact.
There are always back channels as well. Most of the members of his team are not arcane or divine inclined, but that doesn't mean one won't be put on the team at some point. And if that happens, then there's always back channels through various other ways. So just something to keep in mind, gentlemen.
One thing we need to present to everybody is that we are of one, that we're a team and we're together. I think I'm going to change my reaction to this meeting a little bit. I think we had a chat. You gave me a blessing, and that's the end of it.
I think that's a wise action.
Yeah, I reached out to this priest, as he is local, for spiritual consultation.
Might I also suggest a large tithe to the church?
Yeah.
Well, I would not be unhappy about that. No, not at all.
Throw a little smoke screen in the way, like that maybe we're thinking about bending, but and I think we'd all be willing to pitch in for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also makes it look like that we are part of the show, the great show. And we have our personalities, but we're truly loyal citizens. And anybody who's known Josh Call for a long time literally just saw him impersonate his father.
Well, gentlemen, I think that's all I needed to talk to you about. Let us know if you need anything, and I hope the rest of your time here in Dallas is productive.
Thank you. Yeah. And should you do me a favor when you step out? Would you have the halflings lock the door behind you?
Sure.
I think we need to have a bit of a chat here.
Yeah. He unlocks the door and steps out, and then you watch the lock kind of click over again.
Now, I'm just gonna come out and say it. The hell with his empire. I want to know where everyone stands, though. I want to know if you got my back, and if I got your back, and if we need to make some changes, and we need to make some changes.
I'll go first. I've lived a life of privilege, of respect, station, and I think it's time we change that. I don't want to seem boastful, but no matter what happens in any new society, I'm probably going to be somewhere near the top. That's just the way it is. But I think the corruption has calcified. I think the cancer has spread. I think it's time to, as one of the ancients said, water the tree of freedom with blood. I think we're past talking at this point. It's going to come down to that eventually. I think all of you are smart enough to know that. It's going to be a long, hard road. But I've got your back, no matter what it costs me. Because I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees like my parents have their whole lives. That's what I got to say about it.
And Gentleman Jay, Bengal Tiger.
I am dedicated to this team. We've risen where we are 100%. You know I have your back when it comes to team. Your family, but my sisters have to come first. If something happens where they're at risk, I have to bail, and it has nothing to do with any of you. I love you. You're my brothers, but they're my sisters from birth, and I have to go with that first.
Yep.
But I'm never going to put any of you at risk for whatever fault that is.
So I don't know if you all know this, but my father has a health condition. His health's actually really poor. In fact, he's a member of the living dead, and that's not totally accepted in the Empire. And I think you've all noticed that I tend to be a very positive person, and I try to pass on those feelings to all my friends, everyone around me. But I want to also make like great change so that people don't literally like cross the street or make the sign of Lathander when my dad walks by. And it's for everyone else as well. And admittedly, I started doing the publicity for Hell because it would piss off the church. Sorry about that, Dawnbringer. It was a funny thing, but also it's a good cause. But things need to change. Now, does like the Emperor need to go? Like I don't know, but I do know that the world as it is right now just we have to fight for a better world in whatever form that is. I want to fight for a world where everybody can be who they want to be, and that's my goal. And also fought and bled with each other. So I'm not gonna like go and like narc you out to anybody. But yeah, that's why I do this. It's why I bring my positive energy, which I get from my dad, which is ironic because he's animated by negative energy.
I was about to say you may want to keep that away from your pa.
Yeah, it's a problem. When Dawnbringer would come over for dinner, my dad actually had to physically move to other rooms. It's he didn't mean it. It's just he actually gets turned. But no, that's where I stand, and I know that you guys see me as kind of like I've read the scrolls outside. I'm a loudmouth, I'm ego driven. I'm really really cool. But I do all this, like I said, not just for the J Force, but so that for everybody.
So it sounds like treason might be in order soon.
Mudstone actually, when you say treason, well, listen, guys,
I forgot he was here.
That's okay.
I actually thought he was gone too.
Oh, he's been here the whole
Wait,
time.
would we have noticed?
Yeah, it's okay. No. So, Marv knows some people. I don't coach non-dwarves. Well, except a couple of elves, but like, you got to have dwarves on your team for me to be here, and that didn't happen. I'm gonna kill the voice because it's killing my throat. Sorry.
All
It's
right.
all good.
But guys, Marv made overtures to a member of my clan hold. We are prepared to offer Tiger, your sisters, a paid tuition at
Okay.
the Dwarven Imperial Academy, which I know it says Imperial in there. It's mostly just to keep the Imperials out. But I guarantee you it's a very prestigious school. Then maybe they'll learn more about rocks than they expected. But I guarantee you they're going to learn what they need to prosper in society as well. And I can guarantee you that anyone in my clan hold will lay down their lives before they're put in danger. If that's your concern, that's going to keep what's going to keep you from this. That's fine. But Marv has been working hard at this. Frankie, I don't know that you realize that Marv isn't actually a bearded devil. Are you aware?
I knew he was. I knew there was something about him.
Marv's fucking with you. He's your patron.
Your patron is a small lawyer.
Oh, he's not so small no more. He's
he's like 6 foot tall now.
like
Oh.
7 foot tall with
Yeah.
a beard made out of barbed tentacles.
Yeah.
Oh, I kept thinking of him as small.
Well, he started off as an imp.
Yeah, that's why I kept thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a tiny guy.
So
We have been watching him climbing in divine rank. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Well, infernal rank, but yeah.
Infernal rank.
Marv's putting on a show for you because he wants you to think that he's not in control, and he is. But there's something. There was something about the sounds of the warrior cat in the oracle, and I don't. It was the thing that was going to bring it all together. So there you are. Marv found you.
I think I've read those books before.
So I would say that whatever Marv is okay with, the clan hold will sign off on. Not that we're a bunch of devil worshippers, but he has made some solid points. And by solid points, I mean he has some really good blackmail material on the right people to make sure that we're not.
I am disturbed by the number of conversations that have to have inferences to non-devil worship. My skin's starting to tingle over here.
It's okay. Just Big B's hand cream. We'll take care of that.
Yep.
Scotch
We
and
don't
soda.
have them yet.
Yeah. So I suggest, gentlemen, that we play X Crawl. We keep delving. We get stronger and we get better no matter what happens. Either you're going to get rich and nothing happens, which what did you do? Well, richer for some of you.
Yeah.
Or when the time is right, you're prepared. And then we got to watch our interactions with General T, and I'll figure out a way to make sure that we can have those interactions without the gaming commission being involved.
I think I know of a way we could pass information back and forth.
How's that?
I'll talk to you about it later. Got to work out some details. Is he an archer, perhaps? Does he shoot a bow and arrow?
Mudstone?
No, T.
No, he's like a fighter sorcerer.
Okay.
Cold strike.
Yeah. One of his signature move is to cast a fireball into an area and then charge into those enemies.
That's because he's really baller.
Nice.
It's called Flash and Thunder.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And you want to take that guy on just play fighting by yourself.
Or play fighting? No, I mean we're not gonna kill each other, but I thought we'd actually go at it. Sure. No.
Well,
why
it's a
not?
pizza eating contest now, so there you go.
Yeah,
Pizza eating contest.
We're not-
No death. No annihilation.
Pizza themed armor and weaponry.
Ooh,
Giant pizza cutter.
You really scare me sometimes.
pepperoni shield.
No, I'm just so great, right? It just comes out of my head, and I just can't keep it there. These are just great ideas, right?
So, Mudstone kind of like goes about his business, gives you guys a couple minutes to talk. But I think you guys have kind of talked this out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
The rest of the time in Dallas goes pretty well. You get back to Indianapolis. There has become a small problem of paparazzi. And by a small problem, I mean like one or two follow you each individually and take pictures of you guys doing stuff. Nothing bad, just obviously you're celebrities and they're watching you. You do see some news network coverage about some unrest in places. There is some. You get the impression that the news coming out of Zimbabwe is not necessarily all true, but that essentially the rightful king has been overthrown and the rebellion has put in some sort of democratic republic, and that it is doing terrible things to women and children and the people that need help the most.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the opposite of what actually happened in Zimbabwe.
Yeah. No, that's,
Uh,
yeah. But it is also the first democratic republic since ancient Greece. So keep in mind that
Okay.
France still have kings.
Mhm.
Same thing with Germany, has like a ton of princes and some dwarves.
Kaiser and Koenigs and
Yeah. So like there's a lot of news coming in from all over the world, and not that it's hitting you differently, but you're starting to see a little bit of the cracks in the news organization, the Imperial News Network,
Mhm.
the INN. So what does the week back in Indianapolis look like? You've got a week before Salt Lake City. They've got a Division 2 game or Division 2 crawl, and it is or salt monsters, but it'll pay the bills. And then you've got a couple of weeks before the Anaheim Classic, which is another Division 2 crawl. What are you guys doing? Anything to prep for those?
Yeah, well, train, of course.
training.
Training.
Sorry, you go. I keep interrupting everybody. I'm very sorry.
That's fine. I was thinking I'm going to keep an eye out for any Imperial Minders that might be watching us, because it feels like now we're going to be attracting a lot of them.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Oh yeah. No. Got a 7.
Okay. Yeah. No, you don't notice anything. What happened to
Yeah.
that natural 20 from earlier? What, like,
No, right?
I see everything. I filled space with my mind.
I beat up like an Uber Eats guy because he brings me food. I go, "Who are you working for? Who is this little Caesar?"
Just drown him in a toilet. Who does number 2 work for? Oh. So you keep an eye out for anybody that might be following or minding.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Tiger?
Go to work, make a couple appearances here and there, wherever my contracts dictate, and train with the team. Just trying to keep low key. I will, if the Dwarven Kingdom is definitely about that, I will make sure all the paperwork is in line for the next week or two
The
for the
clan
sisters to go there.
is it is actually just outside of Denver, which kind of makes sense. And like you get letters of like scholarships and moving expenses paid and like everything that you would expect in that from the High Hammer Mudstone, which is like the name of the head of their clan.
Yeah.
The title.
Yeah, and I'll let the sisters know, hey, this is your scholarships, your grades are good, here's where you're going.
Okay. Yeah, they get them moved out pretty quickly. They actually even send an airship for them instead of making them go by
Okay.
caravan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it feels pretty good. And your sisters are not slouches in school by any means.
Yeah.
This is a little more than what they should be getting.
Yeah.
But it's clear that the Mudstones are taking care of them. What about you, Frankie? What are you doing in the next couple weeks?
Frankie's going to keep up on his training. He is also going to warn the his community, like, we're starting to get big, so we need to be careful of the man coming to raid us. Got to keep safe, keep the bug out bags supplied, keep the lines of communication open, make sure that if they come for one of us, we can scatter fast.
Just out of character, you are turning closer into Ted Nugent. I just want you to know this. I'm expecting your character to like serve us meat for all of our meals.
No. It was more for like a Rob Zombie.
Yeah, I don't think even for a character he could get anywhere near Ted Nugent, because then I couldn't play with him.
When you get around to have like Marv showing back up to hang out,
Yeah.
he has once again transformed. He is now a barbed devil. And unless you say anything, he's just everything's cool.
No, Frankie had ideas that Marv was, more powerful than he was presenting, because you don't trust the devil.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna keep going like things were.
Okay. And then Dawnbringer, what do the couple of weeks look like for you?
I will discuss this with my teammates, but I'm going to take a different tack. I'm going to start doing TV.
Okay.
Start doing the patriotic programs, the Newsmax, the Fox. I'm going to convince the world that I am a loyal, suit-wearing son of the Empire.
Why don't you give me a persuasion check,
Sure.
or a deceit check? Either one, whichever one works better.
What was the second one?
Deceit or deception?
No, I'll do a persuasion.
Yeah, I figured.
Can I spend mojo on this?
No.
Okay.
Outside of combat, we can't actually spend mojo.
I will use my last advantage for this one, though.
Good call.
Oops. And then one more. Hold on. Okay, I'll definitely take that 25 for sure.
Okay. Yeah, so you spend your time. You eventually you start rubbing elbows with some of the higher aristocracy, like people that would never have dealt with your parents because they're rich, but they're not that rich. You meet a couple of senators from Indianapolis, some imperial senators. You rub elbows with some people. Like you're starting to get noticed in the right circles.
It's one of those things where, like, on the TV, like, he'll do speeches, he'll do rooms full of people, he'll pound the pulpit, he'll wear a mock uniform.
Okay.
And everything for that.
Wear the flag of the Empire on your lapel.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So, you make the rounds. You talk to the people. You do all the things. Everything seems to be going pretty well. You guys get through Salt Lake without much of an issue. It is so unimportant that I didn't make a map or have you guys fight anything. It's just some salt monsters, and really at this point it's kind of lame. But you make some good money off it. Decent bonus. Some more magic items. We will figure those out between now and the next game. The Anaheim Classic is not a huge deal, except that all of the teams show up at once and they all go through without being allowed to attack each other, the dungeon at once.
Ooh.
So you actually spend some time in the locker rooms beforehand, meeting these other teams. Make some friends, have some beers. Nothing big. General disorder is definitely not there because this is Division 2 still, and they only play occasionally in Division 2. Only the really rough ones, Indianapolis is known to be rough, and so is Dallas. So that's the ones they're going to be at. But you do meet some other teams and get a chance to really interact with them and get to know some of the other crawlers. And you can see a clear division within the teams that you meet. So there's, we'll say, a total of 12 teams.
Wow.
There are very clear loyalists, and then there are some people that are just here to make some money to get up off the ground. And the loyalist groups are maybe 3 of the teams. It's not a big group, but they are serious about like hail the emperor, hail the emperor's blood, like onward the eagle kind of stuff. And it just gets kind of uncomfortable.
Yep.
But Dawnbringer, they seem to gravitate towards you. They kind of ignore Frankie and Tiger, and they seem to be okay with you, Jay. Like they're
That was the goal.
gravitating towards you or going away from you, but like if you show up, they're like, yeah, it's good to talk. And well, the J Force is kind of an interesting concept, a way to build notoriety. Like they talk about the behind the scenes technical stuff, but they don't seem like they want to be your friends. They seem friendly. Whereas they don't seem friendly at all to Tiger or Frankie.
Yep. That's fine.
That's lonely at
Matt?
the top.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
Oh no, I just said it's lonely at the top.
It's unfair to Tiger. He was one of the MVPs of our match. I mean, just
But Matt,
Mhm.
I will everything that they tell me, all little bullshit gossip and what are the plans and everything. I'm gonna come right back to the hotel and be like, I want you to know what these guys are doing.
So
And
why don't you give me an investigation check?
that would
I know.
be super.
I know it's not your strong suit. And actually, why don't I have all of you give me investigation checks? I'll just assume all of you are going to poke around during this time to get some feels for the other teams.
oh yeah, I'm so gonna investigate. I'm gonna be the best investigator you've ever heard of. So, how you doing? You having a fun time, Matt? Just curious.
So you got a 4,
Oh no, I got higher than a 4.
5.
I got 9.
Oh yeah, woo! Doing
I
great.
used my advantage and got a 16.
I got a 10.
Oh,
Team
Better than me.
I'm sorry. What'd you get, Adam?
14.
14. So Frankie, you're the one that got close to a success. You spend your time kind of hanging out with the other like questionable people. The people that are sorcerers aren't necessarily looked down on, but they're not regarded well either. They're not wizards who spent time and effort in learning things, but they're also not warlocks who just cheated, which is what a lot of people consider
Yeah.
warlocks. But sorcerers are born with the innate power, and so there's this weird like, well, maybe it's heritage, maybe it's free gifts, and that's kind of crap.
Maybe she's born with it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
maybe it's
Maybelline.
the devil Maybelline. So you guys, you get to know each other. You get to know some of the sorcerers pretty well, and what you end up hearing a lot of is that there's talk about the next Tex Arcana crawl being this big spectacle, like hail to the emperor, celebration of the empire kind of event.
Mhm.
And these are all rumors, but these are things that their coaches are picking up on, that they're hearing from places. Marv actually comes out and actually signs one of them up for his clearly pyramid scheme, and get something. Listen, I get you some spells that hit hardest. Like that's what you want.
I get a founder's fee for that, Marv.
Yeah, of course, kid. Yeah. So like Marv comes out and he hangs out with everybody. Like you guys have a couple of days to like get to know people as there's training going on, but there's a lot of downtime before the training. Anaheim goes well. You guys do not place first. You end up in second, which is only because there's a team full of what is your
Tabaxi?
Tabaxi, and it's a speed course. and it's kind of and
Ooh,
they
man.
go even one farther where like one tabaxi will shrink himself, be carried by the other tabaxi, and then enlarge him, or then they go back to normal size, and he will run. And like they've got this whole thing planned out. They are a speed team.
Nice.
You guys endure it and also go quickly, but they are a
Matt, how would you just
serious.
at me next time? I know I screwed it up.
No. I mean, like it's just that this is that team is built for one thing and one thing only, and it happens to be that Anaheim is the place for that. You've seen them, like you talked to them about some other matches. They're an okay team, but they're not built to take hits or withstand hits, which is kind of part of what your team is good at.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but the second place is still good prize money. You've got some more offers for sponsorships, and I'm gonna get you guys the list and just have you choose some stuff. Because at this point it's just whatever works best for you.
Yeah.
But as you get secondary sponsors, more money comes in, and that's going to change how things go. But at the end of the Anaheim game, one of a team called the Emperor's Best, which what are you going to do? It's a team of aristocracy children. So their parents have money, and they're not doing this for money. They're doing this for glory. One of them is a dwarf, and he pulls Dawnbringer aside. His name is Delgal Bonebow. His clan Bonebow is known to be known for their imperial archers, like way back in the day before gunpowder was found, and then now they are known as sharpshooters. They produce a lot of sharpshooters from their holds. That fight in the Imperial Legions. Uh, so Bonebow, like the last day after everything's done and everybody's kind of cleaning up and packing up, Bonebow pulls you aside, Dawnbringer, and he's like, "Hey, listen, your teammate Frankie, what's going on there?
For the show.
What now?
It's
Oh yeah,
it's part of the show. Don't worry about it.
I
It's all in hand.
I saw his handler. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, just it's like I said. Don't worry about it. I've got my eye on him. Some friends of friends of friends have eyes on him.
Well, listen,
Trust in the Emperor.
I do, but my teammates and I were talking. We've seen you play. We know you're geared right for some more Division 2 action, and we could use a tank. Do you if you wanted to switch over onto the team, I'm sure there'd be a big signing bonus in this for you. We could set it up for some like solid top tier loot. Get your first choices of stuff. You'd probably even be able to get some better sponsorships, some Imperial sponsorships. It's a good chance to
Mr. Bonebowl, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to let you. Not going to have you waste your effort. While I'm extraordinarily flattered by your offer, I think I can do a lot more for the church and for the state if I stay here on the team I'm on. Because when they see me break these people and make them what we want them to be, I think we'll do more service to the Emperor in that. Don't you think?
Oh, give me a
If they see these
persuasion.
denizens of the underclasses doing this,
Yeah.
oh
Give
yeah,
me
absolutely,
give me a persuasion check.
totally.
I'm definitely gonna need that persuasion.
21.
Nice. So, all right. Well, listen, as team captain, I couldn't pass up the option. It's always good to have a good shield in
Nice to
front
be
of you.
considered.
And I mean, I know you're a half orc, but like, still, you'd be great on the team. If you change your mind, let us know, though. Okay.
No problem. I will. If it comes to that, I will. I will definitely help your team's ability to get on roller coasters.
Fantastic.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
That was a height joke, by the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, Anaheim goes well. You guys come home with money. Mudstone is not upset by any of the games, other than Salt Lake City is really just to pad your pockets and not even a fun thing. Tells you, second place is not a big deal. You guys aren't built for the thing that got that one. It's second place is admirable. But he and your agent start pushing you in more visual spots, and you have slowly crept up into almost a B tier celebrity level. Marv has assigned you a human that can go to meetings where he can't. Basically, there are a couple of places that, like, if there's going to be any meetings and the ground is hallowed, like, he can't really do that. So he's assigned you a human who you come to quickly realize is really just a tiefling in disguise, but whatever. Like, wears a wig to hide the horns. Filed the teeth down so they're not in points; they're just like flat. But yeah, like your little your assistant agent kind of hangs out and around more often. And anytime Marv shows up, you all still have a pretty good time. It's still real chill, but like you have a
Marv's lighting stand-in.
yeah. But yeah, that's kind of how the next couple of weeks or next month or two go. Anything else you guys want to do that would be important during this time? Because the Indianapolis, what is the name of this? Hold on, I gotta pull that up. I have that one written down. The Naptown Need for Speed is in 3 weeks. You guys know that it is always the same thing. It's just a different kind of fight because it depends on what they put on top of the cars. But you're on top of magically propelled vehicles going around a track. Because Indianapolis is known as the Motor Speedway, or the like that's what they're known for, and it's known for that here as well. It used to be chariot races, now it is magically propelled vehicles. So, anything you guys want to do for that?
Great.
The only thing I can think to do is that I'm gonna again make sure the community are ready to bug out and keep the lines of communication open in case anyone sees anything.
Sure.
And maybe produce some riding leathers to save me from road rash if I get tossed off a car.
Can you give me we'll call it a. Well, let's take a look. Hold on. Let's call it a perception check.
Perception check?
Yeah.
Sure thing. All right, so that was an 18 plus 3, 21.
Fantastic. As you guys as you go and get your Tabaxi family and extended family kind of set up, what you're starting to notice is that, and you kind of noticed this before, but it's becoming a little more prevalent, mostly because the Tabaxi are like they have enough money that it's trickling down from them to other groups because they're just spending it.
Yeah.
There are several groups of goblins that have kind of taken up residence in the alleys below the Tabaxi. And they, after going back and forth a couple times, you're noticing that any time that like the Imperial Legions or the Imperial Police Force show up, they bug out real quick.
Okay.
And all but disappear and make the alley empty within like 2 minutes. And you start to realize that they have like getaway tunnels that they have dug and hidden. And after a little bit of back and forth and a conversation and promises for a little bit of money here and there, they get you guys set up so that the Tabaxi can drop down into those tunnels and have a way out.
Excellent. And in general, we'll try to bring the goblins more into the society as well, because
they've been doing all right, kind of like on the side. But they're happy to kind of benefit more.
No outsider left behind, sort of thing.
Sure.
But also make sure that there's not like moles or spies or.
The goblins are pretty insular. There are a few halflings that show up every now and then. They seem pretty buddy with them too. But and it all seems good, but you don't really have a lot in that group that you really feel any concern for.
Yeah.
Gentleman Jay.
Yes.
You still doing your like you're pushing the J Force?
Yeah.
You're gonna be pushing the Hell?
Yeah.
What?
The Humanoid Equality League. Why wouldn't I be?
Okay. Doing like talks, like meetings and big like speaking at events kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And also if they do like there's any like guest runs or whatever for like humanoid teams that go through it, he wants to promote them and he's all about helping out everybody.
Uh,
And continuing the Undead American PSAs.
So you, as you're kind of walking through, like doing this, you get fan mail all the time,
Ooh.
and it started off real small. It's like a couple of letters a week. It's gotten to the point where you have to hire somebody to go through the mail because like
I
you're
have an
getting
intern.
hundreds and hundreds. You have to hire somebody. No,
You don't have to pay interns.
and he has been like responding to letters for you, bringing up anything that's important, any of like the meetings or talks or dinners or anything. He brings you a book one day. And he says, "This is from a fan of yours that is a member of one of the Senate houses.
Oh.
They wish to remain anonymous, but made it clear where this came from. Uh, and suggested that the next time you go to a meeting or a talk, you take this book with you. And it's just like you look at it, it's a book on public speaking." But you can, when you pick it up and hold it, you can feel the magic coming off of it.
What does it do?
It's going to give you a +5 on any public talks.
Ooh.
Not necessarily grandstanding because that doesn't count.
Oh.
But anytime you're in a public space holding the book, it's going to give you a +5 on any checks that you would make, any persuasion or even deception rolls, anything that would go along with that. Just plain old charisma checks, making you a little bit more bombastic, I think is the way to put that. It also projects your voice just a slight bit, so you fill the room just a little bit better without a microphone, without a magic microphone.
I like it.
Yeah, it just kind of brings you up to that next level.
Nice.
And when you start using it, you notice that your J Force ranks swell. You've got nearly 1 million members. Like you've got a solid fan base. Tiger.
Got Tiger.
Tiger, you are actually contacted by the dwarves at the in the Mudstone hold. They pay you for the right to open up a couple of Little Johns there.
Cool.
And then you start getting contacts from other places looking to do some franchising of Little John.
I'm totally on board with that. I will have to inspect every one because I want to be hands on.
You yeah, that'll make the expansion a little slower,
And that's fine.
but yeah, you definitely can do that and kind of start really opening up your options there.
Is by chance one from the Texas area where we had the crawl?
Yeah, sure.
So the gist of it is, again, this would require some work with Frankie. Set up cells or networks for what we're for future planning. The best way to run pizza delivery or things through pizza delivery by chance, people drop off, pickups, communications.
Yeah.
I want to work with that church indirectly or members here and there, and
Sure.
franchises can come in, and even some I don't need to be associated with. Sign off on the name, whatever. But I want to set up little cells, like not Fight Club cells, but or terrorist organizations or treason parts. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Why don't you roll tactics for me?
I'm all good with that one. That is a natural 20, so a 25.
Okay.
That was my crit of the day.
You end up setting up. You end up pulling in like a high school buddy that you really kind of trust, and kind of bring him in as like VP of new business, and he actually starts helping you look into these places and making sure things are right. He's got the right mindset. He grew up with you, so he
Mhm.
starts helping you set up stuff. You feel pretty solid about him. Do you have by chance have a character concept for that? Because I'm throwing this at you all at once. A name, a race.
It will probably be a human because that's what it would be in the Ozarks where we were.
Sure.
If not, like a halfling.
Yeah.
It'd probably be a halfling. He was
Okay.
probably the running back on the football team.
Yeah.
So we, worked out a couple times, and he understood my family's fraud business for like the rich people around, and he kind of helped out with me on occasion.
Yeah.
We will name him. We'll name him Ryan.
Ryan. Okay. So yeah, Ryan ends up going around and helping you get stuff set up. You end up with spots in a lot of the major cities, um, one or two or three Little Johns. They're all doing moderately well. None of them are exploding
Yeah.
like they did in Indianapolis, but expansion. You expand pretty quickly and end up seeing a lot of franchise money come in. That just really kind of bolsters the business overall, anyway.
Okay. We would also like to rebrand from Little John's. Kind of change the cover. We'll just call it Tiger Stripes Pizza.
Tiger Stripes. Okay. So you
Ooh.
probably do that right before you start to do the big
Yep.
franchising. Switch it over that, and then everything from that point on. They still call the original one the original Little Johns, but
Absolutely.
you know, everything else is Tiger Stripes, and yeah, it really becomes a big deal. And then you end up uh, sponsoring yourself in the games, like. It's a really weird, like, you slap your own logo on yourself and it's just a picture of your own face. Uh, but yeah, you get some good expansion and you start setting up spots across the NAE for
Mhm.
places to bug out at.
Okay.
Yeah. Dawnbringer, you've been rubbing elbows with senators, you've been getting to know people in the church.
Yeah,
What's the high priest name or title?
the Morn Master.
The Morn Master seems real happy. And just a reminder, Adam, you're right on top of the camera. You want to back up.
I know.
Okay.
Also, well, we might as well just take the next step. Dawnbringer is going to start his Cursus Honorum. He's basically going to start trying to not just rub elbows with the politicians, but become one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Going to
Uh,
start going for his ADL ship or his assemblyman ship or something like that.
sure,
And
sure.
his platform, however, is Imperial loyalty, but it's a platform of one people, one empire. Like
Okay.
we're all in this together kind of thing. The classic populist, the William Jennings Bryan.
Can you give me we're gonna call it a history check.
Okay.
We'll give you advantage on that.
All right, cool. Okay, so I got a 10.
Okay. So you recognize that um there are a lot of places that you can do this. There's a lot of things you can do with this. Um and you in kind of touching base with these things, pick out the best r- rate to get to the top in maybe a decade or maybe 15
Oh
years
yeah.
to get yourself into a senator's position. um it's going to be some tough stuff, and it eventually will require you to walk away from X crawl, but you've got some time. So
Okay.
Yeah.
but getting your name out there, recognized for public works and that kind of stuff, definitely you line up a really good solid idea. Could you also give me an investigation check?
A 7.
Okay.
Uh,
uh you end up bringing on not necessarily an intern so much as a like a just a worker to help you out with this. He's not the greatest. You didn't read that resume quite well. You end up getting rid of him, but he doesn't ever seem to be aware of anything other than what you're telling him. The next guy you bring on is good. He's super smart, super on top of it, focuses really well on the things you're trying to do. and starts helping you make connections. He's a lesser member of the aristocracy, like higher in station than your family, but like
Wow.
the 14th son of that family, so not really all that important. So he's got the connections, he just doesn't have the name that's important.
One thing I will do is I will go to Frankie and I
Mhm.
will go to Tiger and
Okay.
I will be like, you guys have people who know things about people.
Mhm.
Check this guy out for me if you
Okay.
can. Everything you know.
Uh,
I don't care about the source. I just want to know if this guy's an intelligence agent or something.
yeah, let's have both of you roll intelligence or investigation checks.
That sounds good.
Are you
See, I'm
sure?
already starting to sound
roll
like a Roman politician.
performance
I'm
check?
using.
Positive, no performance.
All right.
Well, you don't know how he gets his information, Matt.
He plays at rock bands or rock concerts. Yeah.
I got a 13.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay. The both of you go through. What you find out is that he has had some shady dealings, as in he's a gambler. He's gotten into some debt. He's had to get out of it. He's known to get into illicit drug, or he was into illicit drugs a while, um, but doesn't like the bad stuff about him seems normal for a rich kid.
Okay.
Nothing suggests that he is anything other than just moderately interested in the empire. He just benefits from being rich, and he's never going to go anywhere in it, so he didn't care. And then he saw a chance with Dawnbringer to like kind of, not have the power but be next to the power, and that's kind of where he's at now.
So pay him well, and he's pretty loyal.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's the idea.
He's malleable. He
Assure
has
him,
vices.
and assure him some power in the long run, and that would help too. So, yeah, so that's the weeks leading up to the Naptown Need for Speed. I think that's gonna do it for us tonight here on Rook and Rasp. Hey, we've got a game coming up on Saturday the 30th. That's this Saturday. It's Kids on Bikes. I'll be running Kids on Bikes for a Seriously Let's Stream. That'll be fun. It's our Halloween game. Come on out for that. Kids on Bikes is an interesting rule set. I like it. So that'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. And then on the 6th, we have Deadlands. Sorry, my brain just went. We've got Deadlands coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm positive it's 2 p.m. Eastern. And that'll be a fun game. Will, who runs that, has been running Deadlands for years and knows the system in and out. Usually puts together a pretty solid game. And when it's not pretty solid, it's real good anyway. So, yeah, come out for that. And I think Fragged actually comes back on this Thursday. You should definitely check out Fragged. This will be, I think, episode 3 of 4.
Mhm.
I'm almost positive. So you can check that out. And we got some great stuff coming up later this year. Keep following us. There's a button right below us that says follow. You want to click on that. Just don't question why. Just do it. But once you follow us, you'll be notified about all the times we go live. You'll get to see us in your sidebar when we are live. Definitely do that. And then if you want to support us, always bits and tips are great, but also subscriptions are super helpful too. The little bit of money that comes in from that does help support the back end of everything. I mean, look at how gorgeous all of our setup looks. Plus, makes us look better, so I don't look like an actual troll. But yeah, definitely, we love your support and we appreciate you being out here tonight. And I don't know if we're gonna raid. I'm checking to see if I've got a note about that. So we're gonna be raiding Gehenna Gaming. So stick around for that, and we'll raid over there. Otherwise, you guys have a great night. Thanks for coming out.
See ya.
Bye.
See you later.
Guys.
And that should be it.
There it goes. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my eye is killing me.
I'm sorry.
What did you do to me, bud?